experience, bro. Like you said, bro. Like if it wasn't losses build character, bro.
Yeah.
Goddamn. That's what it boils down to, bro. Losses build fucking character, bro. You know what I mean? And if you don't take no L's, then you ain't gonna know how to hold on to these W's.
Yeah. Nah,
You know what I'm
mean?
saying?
That's true.
Or how to fucking bounce back from that bitch.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas is scared to take L's, bro, in every aspect of life. Them niggas is scared to get beat up. Them niggas is scared to fucking spend all their goddamn money. Them niggas is scared to, you know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas is just scary, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking get out there and fucking experience life. You ain't
gonna have
nigga.
no reward if you don't take those risks, man.
Like,
That's the biggest thing right there, you know?
That's what life is all about, bro, is experiences, bro.
Exactly.
Whether they're the fucking good experiences or the fucking bad experiences, it boils down to these experiences, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't out here fucking experiencing, then you fucking lagging, bro. Like, you wasting fucking time, dog. You wasting time. Because, again, I be trying to, especially men, especially guys, like, we only got so many motherfucking laps around the sun.
Yep.
We're lucky to get 80, my nigga.
Yeah. Nah, and the way it is now, too, is like, we don't even get to see 80. Like, the generation's dying younger. You know what I mean? Like, back then, I had a grandfather. He lived to like 101 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But as the generations go, you know, we're kind of passing away a little bit quicker. You know, and that to me, life's crazy, dog. Like, I think about that shit all the time.
Nah, really.
I mean, that shit fucking hits me.
It's.
But we want to
mortality is scary, bro. But it's inevitable. Like, it's coming, nigga.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whether you want to fucking accept the shit or not, it's just how you want to accept the shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the motherfucking day, in my brain, in my mind, it comes down to how you want to accept this shit, bro. You want to live this shit and enjoy your motherfucking self, then get out there and fucking take some, you know what I'm saying? Take some L's and take some W's, nigga. And hope and pray to God and work as hard as you can for the fucking W's to outweigh the L's, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you taking some L's, nigga.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. There's gonna be L's along the way, no matter what. You know what I mean? But
fucking
like
what, man.
The way you think about it is it's not an L. It's a learning experience. So let me step back, recalculate my moves, and I'm gonna attack in a different position because this way it didn't work out.
Facts.
But you know what I mean? Hey, there's another way. Like, of course, 2 + 2 = 4, but you got 1 + 3. You know what I mean? Like, you got other ways of fucking.
That's
make
what
the
I'm
equation
saying.
work.
Fuck 6 minus goddamn 2,
Yeah,
2
you know,
times goddamn 2. Like, I feel it.
No matter what, like, there's a way, but you just got to get out there and take those risks. You know, because
bro.
you ain't gonna be able to be in that little winning circle without those risks. I mean, yeah, you could get on top real quick, or it could be handed to some people. But there's people out here like us coming from nothing, trying to make something. You know what I mean? And that's a big part right there. Is like shit growing up.
And I feel like it tastes better when you come from nothing.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? The win is that much winnier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
For real.
And that's why we got you here to hear your story from
You know what I'm saying?
from nothing to something, man.
Nothing to something. Hey, y'all have tuned in to Riding High Presents off the motherfucking Kush, baby. That's what we doing today. I'm getting off the. That's what I do every goddamn day. That's what we do every time we in the goddamn studio. But it's special, goddamn it, because I got a special guest in the building today, bro. I got my boy Drew out of Most Rec in this motherfucker today, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all having me on some real shit.
Hey, what up, everybody on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, man?
Everybody jump in and chime in, man. Okay, man, for the people that don't know and should know, let them know where you're from.
Where's the bottom?
Shit.
Shit.
Straight out of Corpus, you know, born and raised type of shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Never left, and I ain't trying to leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to take over here.
Talk that
but
talk.
hey, I'm trying to lead people in a way too, so they could come up with their own little moves. You know what I mean?
Ultra
But
facts.
my thing is like shit. We're all trying to find something we love and fucking running with it. You know? So personally, I'm a barber, but I've been building Most Rec. So this brand, I've been doing it since like high school. You know?
Fire.
But hey, you're gonna take those L's like we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Already.
Shit, it's investments, it's learning experiences, all that shit. You know? But
What side of Corpus you come from?
Man, I kind of grew up a little bit of everywhere.
Oh,
Honestly.
really?
Shit. Elementaries, I went to fucking a good amount of them, you know.
Now, shit, what elementaries you went to?
We went to Sanders.
Fucking Sanders.
That was over there, the 2-story one.
Off of Weber,
off of
by Sarah, kind of by Saratoga.
I
Dolphins
just seen
Landing.
Atkins for the first time today and was like, "Oh, y'all tripping over here."
Yeah, shit. Went from Sanders to Lexington. Robert Wilson. I went to the Bluff for a little bit. Whenever the hurricane hit growing up, we took off to Houston. I lived in
What
Houston.
hurricane you talking about?
Oh man, I fucking don't even remember this shit. It was elementary shit, so it was a while back.
Don't say nigga. If you say hurricane,
Was it a hurricane or a tornado?
Nah, it was a hurricane. Like
Probably
Katrina,
it was the one that came
I think
it came like a week after Katrina.
Rita.
Yeah.
I'm
It might have
34
been
right
Rita,
now.
yeah.
It was
I'm
Rita.
34
100%
right
it was
now,
Rita.
so it hit Corpus, you know. So we dipped out to fucking Houston, and I stayed out there for a few months. And Houston was crazy, like
Yeah, especially at that time.
yeah, you know, growing up. I mean, as a kid, like stuck in Corpus, to going out there and living out there for just a few months, just seeing how they live, like growing up pretty fast out there. You know what I mean? Especially when you're coming from a retirement type of city, you know.
Yeah, it's
So,
different. It's
Yeah,
for
man,
sure
that
different.
shit was pretty wild out there, man. But born and raised in Corpus, you know, this has been home. I mean, I love traveling and shit like that. Really ain't get far. I've been in Texas, so I ain't seen nothing yet. You know what I mean?
Already.
But
So you ain't been outside of Texas?
nah.
Bro, that is fucking the most craziest shit to me, my nigga. Like, I have but I understand why.
Yeah.
And again, Texas so goddamn big, you really don't gotta leave this motherfucker. Like, you can really drive for 2 days in any goddamn direction and still be in this motherfucker. So I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really trying to tell people, man, if you ain't fucking been outside your state, get outside your state, bro. That shit is crazy.
Like me, I had a kid at a young age, you know. So
Me and you both, fam.
I was 16, 17, you know what I mean? And
I'm 14, 15 in there.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, nah, man. So it's kind of like one of those things that kind of like, okay, I'm grounded here now. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to figure out what the fuck to do, how to make these moves happen, but trying to feed the family type of shit. You know what I mean? So, but
what middle school did you wind up going to?
Yeah, we finna run through like your life story, man. I
yeah.
hope you got like an
I went to
hour and a
Hamlin.
half too, cause we finna run through it all.
Yeah, we can go through it.
yeah, I went to Hamlin, man. So Robert Wilson was the last elementary I stopped at, and that shit was cool, you know. I met
Which
him.
Robert Wilson is now Calk Wilson, cause they
Yeah,
merged
they
Calk,
merged it.
Calk
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and Robert
Yeah, they
Wilson.
merged
Now it's
it
one
now.
school already.
Yeah, so I went to fucking
Where's
summer
Hamlin
school.
at?
Hamlin is right there off of
It's still the same spot.
Yeah,
but
Staples.
It's not the Rebels no more. They're like
Off of Norton?
no, right
no.
here off of Staples
That's
and behind the
Yeah, that's Baker,
next to the Jalisco's. Go right here across.
Oh,
the,
yeah. I know
Where
what you're talking
that-
about.
Right here on
RMA
Rebel-
used to be or something
yeah.
like that. The
Yeah.
church. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I went to Hamlin. And it was the Rebels back then. Now it's called the Hawks. So
Oh, no
Whenever
shit.
they went through like all that shit, whenever it was like taking down all the statues and changing the names of
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
school.
yeah.
It probably like 4 or 5 years ago when all that shit
Yeah,
went down.
like
Right,
big
hell
names.
yeah,
Oh,
hell
shit.
yeah, hell
So
yeah.
they said Rebel was kind of a little too much, and they changed it to the Hawks. I was like, man, Rebel fucking made me a person of who I am. It made me want to be different. You know what I mean? It made me want to stand out. Now you're rebellious in a way, you know. So that's kind of the way I grew up. You know?
What was it like in Corpus in middle school in your day?
Where was you staying at first of all? Whenever you was going to Hamlin and like
Whenever I was going to Hamlin, I was off the HEB off of Alameda by Ray High School. So
by Texan Trail over there off of Texan Trail
by
already.
Texan Trail.
Yeah.
I think it was Hoffman. We're staying off of Hoffman.
Already.
And but right there by Texan Trail, man, that shit was wild too right there because there's like 2 blocks. And this shit was funny growing up because we had like Bloods on one block, and then you had some Spades on the next block over.
Yeah.
And it's like they're beefing, and it's like, bro, y'all are literally a fucking block apart type of shit. You know what I mean?
hell yeah.
Shit, I remember there was a day me and my brother, we had these bikes, whatever, badass bikes, you know what I mean? And these gangbangers fucking see our bikes, say, hey, let us borrow that for like a day or two. I was like, what the fuck you mean borrow that for like a day or two? And me and my brother at the time, we're in elementary, you know what I mean? So
Naive
like,
and shit.
Yeah, but they're a little older than us, so it was like, nah, shit, they ain't fixing to fucking take
Y'all
our
already
bikes,
knew what
you know
it
I mean?
was type shit
You know what I
already.
mean? We're already kind of a little street smart at this point, but it was like one of those things like, hey, if y'all are outside, y'all stay outside. Y'all don't come back inside, you know what I mean? So it was like, all right, we're going to be outside all day type of shit. So we're running up and down the block type of shit, you know what I mean? But Yeah, man. So they tried to fucking jack our bikes that day and shit. I was like, bro, fucking start pedaling. Dog. Like, these dudes are kind of bigger than us. We probably about to get our ass beat. And I ain't trying to keep that crappy bike that they got. You know what I mean? But that was like the neighborhood back then. Fucking grew up at Lindale. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
And it was like, them was the two predominant gangs in your area.
That and like I mean.
I wouldn't even say
Right
the
there,
Bloods probably
I mean?
wasn't even prominent. That was just probably like a little section because from it was like that was Spaderhood from what it sounds like, and from people that have came on the podcast before.
Right.
That was from what we've heard. That's all Spaderhood. Right, right. So when you're saying there's Bloods over there, I'm guessing maybe it was probably like a handful.
Yeah, it was just like a handful.
Okay, bet. All right.
I'm over here tripping out. Like I mean, yeah, we seen it, you know, but like I said, still elementary.
Already.
So I mean, man, I can't think maybe like 10 years old or something like that.
Yeah, 10, 11 years old.
Yeah, and shit. But we're just out there trying to play ball. You know what I mean? Football, basketball, all that shit. So me and my brother, we be at Lindale all day. The recreation, you know what I mean? Right. So shit, big shout out to the Lindale legends, you know what I mean? We have a whole fucking family out there type of shit.
Were like any of the gangs hanging around the Lindale rec center?
Really, like they were kind of just like right there in the little neighborhood. They might pull up every once in a while type of shit, but like they weren't really fucking around with that shit.
Lindale was almost like y'all safe haven, almost type shit already.
It was pretty much all the ones that were out there trying to like
play basketball or do some athletic shit. Yeah, stay out of trouble, exactly.
So we're out there just
stay busy.
Us, you know what I mean? Yeah. We'll still run the neighborhood and shit like that. You know what I mean? Running through rave, fucking shit up. And man, we'll be everywhere, you know what I mean? So back then there wasn't really the fucking computers and shit like that. You know, like you gotta be outside and have some fun.
Yeah.
So we're out there, I mean, acting wild type of shit, you know. But getting into things, man, like
riding them bikes as far as the most take your ass.
Exactly, dog shit. From downtown all the way to the fucking Yorktown type of shit.
Yeah, I remember them days. Shit.
On a bike,
nigga.
Exactly.
Riding.
And then not even a mountain bike. We talking about a motherfucking BMX, nigga.
GT, nigga. Riding that
Some
bitch.
of those bitches were heavy. No, that's
no gear change.
No gear change.
You know what I'm saying? Good old motherfucker.
Chain popping off every once in a while. Like, fuck.
Motherfucking pants getting caught up in the mud. Eating your motherfucking pants alive.
Eating your leg alive, all that shit. Better not wear no shorts.
Oh, man. It was a good time, though. You know, that was a great time to be alive, you know.
Did you play any sports in school?
I played, not in school, because I didn't pass. Right. I played a lot of like football and basketball growing up.
Like on the streets type shit? You never played like any leagues or anything? Like the city league?
I played football growing up.
You played CCYFL?
Yeah, CCYFL.
Oh, really?
Is all nice?
Oh, yeah. Me and my brother, like, my brother's smaller than me, you know. Big shout out to my brother, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, Johnny. I love you. Long live 7. He was a Texan, made the Hall of Fame.
Oh, shit, already.
Jay forever, you know.
Hold on, what was his name again? Let everybody know what was his name again?
Johnny Rodella.
Already.
He's the 4th, and he graduated in 2012, you know. He made the Hall of Fame for the longest touchdown. He was a receiver. He was kind of shorter than me, you know. Say about like 5'8", 5'9". But man, that boy fucking
had the jets on him.
Yeah, you know, he knew how to play, dog. And as an older brother, you know, like seeing him, and I try to talk about it, but like he was like as an older brother, he was my role model, dog. Like growing up, you know, he was a badass dude, man.
Were y'all about 4 years apart?
Yeah.
Already.
Oh shit! So like, what? Like you like? Did y'all get to go to high school together?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's tight. So you were a senior, he was a freshman.
So I ended up graduating a year late, so I failed 1 year.
Okay.
But we got to be around, you know.
That's
But
y'all wasn't supposed to go to high school together, but being that
you fired and it worked out.
But I was always there, you know. He went to Baker, and that's another thing, you know. So I went to Hamlin, and he was more like a Baker, like prep in a way, you know.
Yeah, okay.
So we were completely opposite, dog. Like
that's crazy.
Like there was a point in time people didn't know we were brothers, you know.
Oh no, shit like that.
Yeah, because we were completely opposite. You know what I mean? I was always out running out and about, and shit, he was playing ball. Like he got to play for the school.
Right.
Me, I just couldn't keep my grades. I was just kind of fucking up. You know, yeah.
Y'all got like same mom, different dad type shit, or what? Because I'm noticing y'all got different last names.
Yeah.
Already.
Already.
For sure.
We had same mom, but no matter what, his dad is my dad. You
know? Already, that's what's up.
I'm gonna put out there.
Already.
I love him to death. You know
hell yeah. That's what's up.
He fucking he raised me.
Already.
That's fire.
Put that out there like that. It's respect for him. He's a fucking solid dude. A lot of love for him. You know, we don't get explained that all the time. You know.
Yeah.
So just to be able to have this out there with him being able to hear it.
To be able to have a platform to give him his flowers. That's what's up. Hell yeah.
Like,
Hell
yeah, definitely give him a shout out.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Johnny Rodella the third, you know.
Yeah.
So my brother was the fourth.
That's
He's
tight.
the third. And,
I'm a second, dog.
Yeah,
that's fire.
So he fucking raised me. He accepted me for who I am, you know what I mean? I fucked up time and time here and there, but he was there to correct me, you know what I mean? So no matter what, like, that's my role model too right there, you know. For him to step up and do whatever he had to do for the family. Yeah. And he's still doing that shit, you know, it's real mad respect, shit. You know what I mean?
Real man shit.
He's a crane operator, dog, so just to see him go from where he went through, like, to that shit, like, he fucking badass, man. Like, so that's what I look up to, and shit, he helps me stay straight whenever I need to
I like hearing
talk,
that type
you know
of
what
shit.
I mean?
I call that man shit.
Yeah, you know, and but yeah, to my brother, you know, shit, like I said, he was a fucking strong ass dude. He did karate.
That's dope.
He was a 2nd degree black belt at the age of 12.
Oh no, shit.
He was fucking teaching classes.
Oh, that's
crazy.
You
know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, he was a role model.
Discipline.
Yeah, you know, like, he was a big role model in my eyes because I was over here looking at him do all this shit. He's beating motherfuckers up. You know what I mean? Like,
crazy.
We'll go to his competitions and stuff like that. I'm like, God damn, this dude over here doing backflips and shit like that. You know what I mean? But, like, he was badass, dog,
yeah,
you know?
Man, shout out to your bro, man. That's live, bro.
Like I said,
where'd you wind up going to high school at?
Went to Ray. So, yeah.
Oh, no shit.
We both met up at Ray, you know what I mean? And,
no shit.
That's kind of where I end up. I mean, I've always been an artist. So, grew up doing art. But
what got you into art?
I think it was kind of like a family thing, you know. My grandfather was an artist, and it kind of just fell down the line, you know. Yeah, so my aunt showed me some art that my grandfather did. He would draw houses and stuff like that. Whenever he was deployed, he made like the mascot for them, you know what I mean? Like,
oh no, shit. So he real art, yeah, for real.
So I kind of, I guess, fell in that line, and I'll draw like cartoon characters or like the cars back in the day with like the Fast and the Furious type of style or some shit, you know what I mean? Maybe some fucking Dragon Ball Z type of shit. Yeah. But it's always been like I've always loved to do art, you know, had the art class growing up, stuff like that. And that's kind of what helped me develop to where I am, you know. But I fell into doing graffiti. So, man, whenever I seen that shit was fucking badass. I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, took over the world.
When would you say you discovered like graffiti? Because I'm pretty sure you probably saw it. Like we all saw graffiti tagging as a kid.
I was doing it like, I mean, I was already drawing in a way, like maybe like 7th or 8th grade in a way with like the graffiti style. But like actually seeing it, it was like freshman year.
Oh, really?
Like, actually being around it, I was like, God damn.
Where was you seeing it at? Like just everywhere, or was there any?
Well, I guess that's what I mean, like being around it. Because when I'm saying like, like we see it as a kid. Hell, you 5 years old and you see spray paint on the side of a building. But when are you in? Like when are you in it?
I remember it was like I was in a math class one day, and I seen my homie. He goes by Shorty. Yeah, Matt. You
that's
know,
what he hits up.
Well, back in the day, he can't put it, but his name he would go by Shorty. You know
that's
what I mean?
Okay, that's
so,
what. That's all.
But his name was Matt. You know what I mean? And I remember seeing him get down and shit. I'm looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing over there, dog? You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was like, that shit looks legit. And me, like, I ain't got like sick like handwriting, but I could do like some fucking lettering in a way. Yeah. But this dude get down characters, fucking like all that shit. So I'm over here looking at that. I'm like, damn, that shit's badass. So then I started sketching more and started, all right, cool. I'm turning in my schoolwork, fucking graffitied out and shit like that. Yeah. Well, they ain't taking my schoolwork no more because they can't. And I'm over here like, hey man, I'm doing the work. Like, what the fuck?
What they saying is not legible.
Yeah, you know. So I'm like, that's whenever I started to fell into class. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, like fuck the bullshit. I ain't even trying to be doing this shit, you know. But it was just something that caught my eye.
Yeah, he was trying to be artistic and get his work done at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Why can't I turn this in with a little bit of bubble letters?
Flair in this
you know what I
man.
mean? So, like, that was my thing, you know, just growing up. It just fucking caught my eye, and I'm like, damn, this is badass. Then next, you know, I'm out on the street doing it, fucking getting my ups, you know what I mean?
In Corpus today, when did the tagging crews start in Corpus? Was this back in the motherfucking, in the Gap where the tagging crews started, or was this like a recent thing?
Nah, it was before.
Probably like in the 80s. It's probably like different generations, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, like, back in the day, I guess they could say it was like back in the day it was like HR, and maybe
it was probably some before them because I would probably consider HR, and I don't even know the tagging shit, but they would probably be considered knowing the time frame that they came around. They would probably be considered like third generation because it was probably dudes that were doing it 10 years before them. You know what I'm saying in the 80s type shit. Yeah, or maybe not put them on, but they probably seen them do
type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, inspired them or whatever.
I seen them, and then I seen another one. It was okay, and I guess they're going by Out of Control
already,
and that's like. Those two were the ones that I like whenever I first got into it. That's what I heard about, and I was like, damn. And maybe like another one like PIK type of shit.
Yeah, I remember PIK.
So but there might have been some other
ESB. Fucking we were just talking about something the other day. You know my homeboy Marzuno, Oren.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Well, you know Roy then, huh?
Roy. Sin.
Oh, Neil's brother.
Okay, yeah.
Already.
Yeah, see, they're a little older.
See, that's what I'm saying. Hell yeah.
See, like that's probably about like you know what I mean.
What's Roy's shit?
What's your graduation year?
I graduated in 09.
Oh shit.
I was supposed to graduate 08.
Oh shit.
And like I said, my brother graduated in 12, but I'm 34 right now, you know. But yeah, you know, so there is different generations, I'm sure, before me type of shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, around that time, like I said, I started seeing that shit. And I'm just like, man, this shit is badass. So I wanted to start getting down, you know.
Was there any like any big? Was there any names that stand out that you can like? Cause like I'll give you an example.
That's a good question. I know where you're heading at. I know where you're heading at.
Growing up in my neighborhood, there used to be a nigga named. He went by the name Euphoria.
Yeah.
This nigga would tag. Euphoria,
that's a fucking long ass name, yeah,
bro. And this nigga would have murals, nigga, like all over the fucking neighborhood, bro.
Yeah.
I had another partner, bro. This nigga would hit artillery, nigga.
Yeah.
This was his shit, bro.
Yeah.
Artillery, bro.
Yeah,
you know how fucking long that goddamn lane is, bro? Like you supposed to be like in and out, nigga.
Yeah, but
bro, this nigga, bro, these niggas, it wasn't no in and out with these niggas.
Yeah.
These niggas is fun to make art, bro. Like these niggas is finna pick a fucking crazy ass spot, bro. And these niggas is gonna spend 6 hours a fucking day up on this motherfucker, nigga, for 7 days, nigga.
Yeah.
So are you asking who are some like local taggers that are known?
You were seeing
I have a buddy, like I won't put no name to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't put
the tag. We'll put the tagger name. The tag name.
He'll go by Jacer.
No, that's fine.
But I'm talking about like
everywhere.
Fucking,
Who's some legendary corpus taggers? Y'all tag, not tag them, but just put their name in the comment, the tag name, whatever.
Not their real name.
Yeah. Because R.I.P. Merc Rock. Whenever I think of legendary corpus taggers, I think of Merc off top definitely as one type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know him like that, but exactly.
The name was known. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Because I didn't even know Merc on no tagging shit, but I just know that name goes with tagging type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
So I know a few people that kind of, you know what I mean, knew him and stuff like that too, you know, but that was a big name right there, you know. Said my homie Jacer, my homie Seuss. There's another dude, he was right Sep, and that fool got locked up 3 times. Atomic was another one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shit.
You know what I mean?
See that all over the place?
Yeah, you know, so there's Corpus is got some badass artists.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. With these names, it wasn't even about the quantity. It was more about the quality.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. You ain't gonna see their names because there's some people you see their names on every fucking major. You see their name on Weber, Everhard, fucking Staples, and it's just some bullshit. But these dudes weren't about the quantity. You gonna see that one nice piece maybe once a year, and it's gonna be some
crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's live.
Nah, man, like I said, we got a lot of talent here in the city, you know, but it ain't like Austin.
Right.
Austin, you could go out there in peace, but here back then, like even at that, like,
because when I was growing up, niggas was piecing all over, like bro, like nigga, like
they was doing that in Corpus. Remember them days?
Yeah, nah, they were.
Law shut that shit down.
Hey, yeah, they did, dog. Like they were like, nah, now you're getting a book thrown at you.
That's what.
Shit. You know what I mean? Nah, you want to? Yeah. So I don't know if you remember that game, the Mark Echo Getting Up.
Yes, bro.
So
yes, dog.
Yeah, it was made by fucking Echo, you know. But
yes, dog.
So I was like, I started tagging.
You can tag on the fucking game.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah. So I started a little bit before that, you know. I think if I was supposed to graduate in 09, probably 08. So I probably started about like 2004, maybe. That game came out a little bit after that, and next you know, everybody wanted to fucking do graffiti. You know what I mean? After that, it fucking like everybody was fucking claiming something like. Not that people weren't already, but it's like one of those things that, oh, the game's out now. I want to go out there and do it. Yeah. So I'm over here like, damn. Like, so then once that dropped.
Call it the Tony Hawk effect.
Yeah, people were just writing regular fucking letters type of shit. And I'm over here like, oh, shit. So, like, they started fucking knocking people down. Like, you know what I mean? Now we're getting to throw, like, the book at you type of shit. It ain't no more just like a ticket or anything like that.
Did you wind up getting caught up on that bullshit?
I got caught up twice.
Oh, shit.
So there was once.
They trying to throw the book at you on
They put me on probation. But
fuck up on that probation, they gon'
yeah, you know. So
and what type of probation would they give you for fucking
felony probation? Because let me break
it was like, I mean, I was a minor at the time, so like you had to go check in. You know what I mean? And you're like, if you were, they would make you do that. You know what I mean? But luckily, I didn't have to.
When I hear you say setting examples, the first thing I think of, and this was probably like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but this is the first big thing that I remember was, I don't even know the dude's tagging name, but I just remember the dude named Sebastian went in front of Judge Saldana, and they showed that shit on the news, and the judge hit him with like 2 or 3 years in state jail for tagging, and he was on like, they showed it like on TV crying, bro. Yeah, like this dude was balling up, bro. And the kid was like 20, 21 years old on TV. They showed it on the news. It was like the top story as soon as the news came on, bro. Like it wasn't 10, 15 minutes into the newscast. No, this shit was a top story. They were really
trying to shut that shit down.
You know they shot the hell, straight up. And he was in the courtroom. And that's the first one that I remember. And that's when I thought to myself, boy, all my homies that's tagging, boy, y'all.
That shit off. Slow down.
Yeah.
Straight that shit on some paper.
Exactly.
Oh God. I said, get an easel, nigga.
The way I thought about it was like, hey man, you can't get caught with that much if you change your name up. If you stay writing the same name, like.
Did you see that news clip though? Do you remember that? Already.
But that's like, if you change your name, how are they gonna connect you to the ocean?
Like I remember, like growing up in Cali, I know they used to hit us with like, if they caught you with cans, that was a fucking charge.
Oh yeah, that's how. Yeah, they wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Boy, get caught with a backpack with some cans. That motherfucker
exactly.
In 2004-5, boy.
Done, nigga.
Nah, for sure, man. Nah, that shit was fucking. It was wild. You know, it was a good time.
Might post your ass on the news, nigga. Shit.
Yeah, they wasn't doing all that. That shit's crazy.
That's what they were doing it, bro. It was to the point, and you probably remember about. It was to the point where they were posting taggings on the news, asking the fucking the community, yes, straight up like that type shit.
So what they'll do is they'll fucking have a booklet of whatever that name was and fucking create
chocolate. Find out,
create a whole fucking list, and they'll fucking by the end of it, you know, you get taxed up. You already done this much damage. You know what I mean? So that's why
them niggas was.
If you did so much damage, they're gonna come for you. You know what I mean? Like that's what it was. Like,
okay,
restitution, nigga.
Yeah,
restitution. That's what it make you pay.
Once you hit that $500 mark, nigga, we on your ass.
Exactly.
You hit that $500 mark, coming for your ass, boy.
Yeah, like so.
That's crazy.
The first time I got arrested, I was in summer school, and I was at Carroll. Oh, so shit. Man, it was wild. Like I was slaps everywhere.
You was in high school?
Yeah, I was in high school. So I was over there at Carroll, and I think I was a sophomore. If not, it was like freshman, sophomore year, one of those. But man, I was fucking barely. I was wilding out. You know what I mean? So fucking got hooked. So I was loving it. You know,
tripping.
And
finna go out piecing every night,
everywhere, bro. Like so, I remember I walked into the old gym. The lights were off and shit like that. I mean, I got popped for it, did my little bit, whatever, but it was nothing serious, you know. Like, but yeah, I'm over here. I see the lights are off in the gym, so I'm like, shit. I had a marker on me. I walked into the gym. I wasn't even supposed to be in there. It was just passing period. So I'm just walking by and I see that the lights are off. So I fucking go over there and fucking hit up this big like where the mats were, like in the basketball gym, like behind. If you went past the rim, they had those blue mats on the wall.
Yeah.
So it was the perfect spot to fucking hit up.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were one of them. You look for opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. So it was dark, you know what I mean? So I was like, bet, they ain't going to be able to see me. So I go in that bitch, fucking start hitting it up, whatever. And
you hit the fucking mat up with the can?
Nah, I was with the marker. Doing some pieces real quick, you know what I mean? Yeah. And next thing you know, I see the door open, and you could, like, the light. So I look, I was like, oh shit, that's a fucking principal. So then, like, I fucking book it out this way. And whenever I walk out, I fucking start going down the hallway, whatever. Well, the principal comes back this way because she sees me open up that door, I guess. And I'm walking like towards the cafeteria. Well, then two security guards start walking this way. I'm like, oh fuck, like
Yeah,
man, I'm fucking about to get caught. So I see some people walking towards me. I'm like, hey yo, grab these markers. Like grab these markers off me. Like they ain't gonna stop y'all. Like they're coming to get me. So I was like, hey, take these coins. They're like, no, we ain't taking. I was like, fuck. So sure enough, they end up walking up on me. Hey, come with me. And I was like, God damn it. All right. Take me into the fucking security room. We got you on this, got you on that. Obviously, you got the markers on you. Fucking took me to juvie. Because I'm bad. All right. Yeah. You know what I mean? There ain't no denying it. Like, fuck.
Like, straight from school to juvie. Like, straight to the
summer school to juvie. Like, but yeah, it is what it is, dog. You know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking young and dumb. You know? Hey, we're out there wilding out. Like, it was just, it was living. You know? Like, it was a rush.
Wilding.
Yeah. It was just a good little adrenaline rush type
Were
of shit.
Were you tagging with cans at that point, or you were just still?
Yeah, but at the school, it was just one of I had markers on me, so I could get my ups real quick. You know what I mean?
Did you have, was you rolling with a crew, or?
No, I like to go solo. Like,
really?
I mean, I have my people. Yeah. You know, I had people, but hey, come on, get down. And like,
you ain't got to worry about shit.
Yeah, exactly.
No politicking. I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That was my biggest thing because I knew a good amount of people, but like, I also like to walk like solo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, if I do my own shit,
do my own dirt, you ain't got to worry. Yeah, hell yeah.
I ain't got to worry about nobody else. Yeah. But if I have people with me, then it's like, you know, it's all.
Never know what can happen.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, I'm out on my own type of shit.
Was there ever any like wars, like any can wars? And when I mean can wars, I'm talking about, when I say can wars, I mean we're like,
it wasn't even can wars. It became flat out beef.
No. Well, that's what I was gonna say.
I wasn't even in that shit.
No, hold on. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna clarify. I'm talking about can wars where there was no beef.
That was
where
before.
It was just, nigga, I'm nicer than you with these cans, nigga.
And I felt like that was before fucking the Mark Echo game came out. Like before the game came out, it was like, nah, who got the cleanest ups? You know what I mean? Like, oh, who's doing better? Who could hit the higher spot? You know what I mean? Like, doing some tough shit. But it was like out of respect though too and shit. Other people, they'll go out and battle. You know what I mean? But whenever that shit came out, it came to like, nah, well, I'm rolling with this crew. Even people that weren't even doing shit, they're just not. I'm with these people, and that's whenever I was like, man, like, I ain't trying to be a part of y'all's bullshit, dog. Like, oh, now they're jumping people and shit like that.
Nah,
bro.
It turned into gang shit, bro. Straight up. That's what I remember.
That's what it is, basically.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Turf wars, and then now it's getting like, now it's some real turf wars. I'm like, bro,
turf wars for real.
Nah, y'all are kind of like doing too much. You know what I mean?
Like, be out there with motherfucking baseball bats and chains.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got a question. Like, being that young, and that's why I was asking you about like spray paint and stuff. Being that young and having like cans and stuff, like, how do you hide this shit from like your parents, or like what do you do with this shit when it's time? It's Monday, fucking. Let's just say it's Wednesday night. You just hit up fucking something. Now I'm at home. It's fucking. My mom wants me home at 10 o'clock. I just got home at 10 o'clock, or I got there a little bit early, maybe before, because I got to be in the door at 10 o'clock. What am I doing with this backpack full of?
I mean, I would always always have like markers for sure. I mean, cans here and there. You know, like that was kind of like a weekend thing. You know.
Okay.
Hide
like
them hoes on the side of the house.
That's all I was going. Yeah. So
exactly. You know,
just leave them on the side of the house. Leave them in the backyard type shit.
In the garage. Fucking get them later. You know.
Already.
You know. So I always have markers for sure. Do my pieces. I'll go get the shoe markers too. So because obviously they had the big tip, so you could fucking get some big ass rights.
What was those fucking wax joints, bro?
Oh, the fucking.
They had the two. It had two
of colors. Yeah. Fuck. What the?
I don't remember, man. What the fuck is? Y'all help me out.
I was watching this shit just a while ago.
Y'all tune in right now. Y'all let us know. What'd you say, Skub? What is it?
It's the fucking like wax pen, and
I'll give them a second. Like I know what it is.
Fucking split fucking deal. So
you can twist the bottom. I know what it is.
You twist that bitch out, and when you hit up, it comes in.
Alex said, "Is that what it is? What Alex said?"
Pesco's.
Yeah,
that might be a brand, but we'll call it.
What's the actual name? Not the brand. What's the actual name?
I mean, people might have different names for them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I know I'm looking for that. I can't remember what the fuck they're called, but I remember getting caught up with one of them hoes, bro.
Yeah, so it was a solid marker.
Yeah,
and you'll twist the bottom. You could split it.
No, this one was it stayed split, but it was like a wax or like a
and you could get different colors.
Mean streak,
streakers. The streakers. That's what I was gonna say. They're the streakers. There you go. You'll have different colors, and trying to take those hoes off. That shit was like it was stuck on whatever you put it on.
It was like a melted crayon.
Yeah.
Like that shit was crazy.
If they did clean it off, it would kind of leave like a ghost stripe.
Fuck yeah.
So that shit, it was badass. You know what I mean? And then some people they would fucking come out with the scribes. and they'll fucking etch into the windows. Yeah, now they got to replace a whole ass window. I remember some dude hit up the fucking front of Ray High School with some shit like that. Those big ass windows at the man. Imagine having to replace that shit. So I'm like, that shit's crazy. But nah, that shit was fucking. That's what he's talking about. He's like,
bro, it was bad, bro. Like I forgot about this. Like they was hitting up the high schools, the elementaries. Like, bro, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, he's saying like, they had to do what that judge did on that news. Like they had to do that because
these motherfuckers
they was tearing everything up, bro. Shit, everywhere you look.
Like, give me some examples of where you like the most blatant place that you might see.
I would say SPID from the outside looking in. I would think maybe SPID would be if it's to the point, not even if it's to the point where it's like 2002, 2003, 2004, to where they're just not giving a fuck. That Edwin Watts Golf that's on the side, straight on the front of that hoe.
Right there on top of people get up there, but on top of Peter Piper's. So whenever you do that fucking big curve,
right there on Crosstown, the old Peter Piper.
Yeah, the old Peter Pipers.
Right there on Ayers. Yeah.
So they would hit up on the back of that, and you'd see it coming from the freeway. You know what I mean? Crazy. It was a legit spot. You know, and like I said, I had a homie that he got up on one of the buildings downtown, and that shit fucking up. I remember I was going downtown one time. I looked up. I was like, God damn, how the fuck did he get up there? Like, me thinking about that shit, I'm like, that shit's fucking legit. Like,
crazy.
You know what I mean? And then I started looking out for shit like that, you know?
That crazy, bro.
But yeah, man, like, I mean, we kind of all put in, like, work. It was cool to see it.
And in this time frame that all this is going on, what's the soundtrack like? Like, what is the music that's being played? What is, like, what do you hear in your brain?
Personally, I was playing a lot of fucking Zero back then.
Okay,
so I was just fucking, everything was Zero to me. If not, I mean, I would jam like Tupac, some Biggie, you know what I mean? Stuff like fucking Bone. Like, you know. But
you didn't go through that 50 Cent stage when like 50 first came out and everybody was on that shit real tough.
But like, for me, bro, like Zero, like that was my shit. Like, of course, like he's fucking close to us type of shit, you know what I mean? So I think hearing his flow, I felt like I could kind of relate to a lot of the shit he was kind of saying too. So I was just like,
that shit's just ill to me. I'm imagining niggas from Texas hitting up to row.
Yeah.
Or niggas hitting up
like and some screws, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the fucking screw or UGK, that's just crazy to me.
Like screw and chop shit, that was my shit too. Like I fucking loved all that shit.
That
you know
shit's
what I mean?
throw, bro.
So jamming that shit out, like fucking, I remember be all fucking lit on the PS3.
How did your parents feel about?
Oh, they didn't know fucking some of the shit that was.
Well, that's what I was asking. I was asking earlier about where you can put this shit with this.
That's why it comes back to like to the elementary shit. If you're outside, fucking stay outside. I don't want that door opening up. You know what I mean? Letting my AC out. Like,
so like when you got hemmed up, fucking around, they wasn't really tripping.
No, they like my dad fucking got pissed. Like, I don't get me wrong. Now my dad got pissed. You know, so it was like it was one of those things. Like, man, son, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to, but your mom's over here. I gotta do something about it.
Super fast.
So yeah, and I'm like, fuck. All right, I get it. You know what I mean? I was mad, of course. You know, but. Every kid gets mad whenever they fucking get a beat down. Like,
come on.
You know what I mean? But, hey, they're trying to fucking correct you, show you what's up. You know, like,
right way.
Hey, exactly. You know what I mean? Nah, I come from a fucking good family. Don't, like, you know what I mean? Right. Hey, we might not have had it all, but my fucking family did everything that they could do for us.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? So, it ain't nothing to put, like, oh, I'm coming from this and that. Nah, like, my family, we're a young family. My grandmother was young. She's still young. You know what I mean? Like, my mom's young.
Facts.
I'm young.
Facts.
My son... fucking 17 right now. Yeah. So I'm good right now.
Too, like, I got so a 17-year-old son.
I'm trying to make sure that he ain't,
I'm in there with you. I'm in there right there with
you. we got a young family, you know, so when it comes down to it, like, hey, my grandma, she did her part. She raised us. She was a big part of my life. I fucking love you like fucking that much, grandma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So big love to my grandma. Big love to my aunt. She was the tough sister that I never had. You know what I mean? My mom, we're close in age, so we kind of bumped heads. Yeah. My dad, he did his part, you know. He made sure I was straight, fucking took care of us, you know. And my uncle was a big role model too, you know. And shit, that was the family right there. I have cousins. I have a big family, but that was like us, you know what I mean? So without them, I wouldn't be the man I am today, you know. Yeah, so that's why I put it like, nah, I come from a loving family, you know. Solid. So without them, like, shit, I wouldn't be the man I am today. Yeah,
solid.
So it's big respect for that. And like, to me, I don't like when people try to put the blame on other people and shit like that. Oh, I didn't turn out a better person because of y'all. Nah, fuck that. You didn't turn out a better person probably because of you.
Yeah, I always, man, it's just because that I've always saw that a lot in my generation growing up, that a lot of people would use their parents as an excuse to fuck off.
Exactly, and that was one thing.
Up. You know what I'm saying? So I said to myself when I had kids, well, I'll be damned if y'all use me as an excuse. Nope, not gonna happen, goddamn it.
And that's the main thing though, is like, we're kind of like, we're trying to stray away from that path, but like also too, like, they're giving us the options and it's up to us if we want to be wise enough to see what they're putting in front of us. You know what I mean? Facts. So the way I look at it is like, in life, no matter what, like I say, everything's a learning experience. Facts. Me, I've been barbering 15 years. Come on. So not maybe 16, I don't know. But there's always room for more experience. I don't know everything. I put it. That's why I put it. No matter what, I don't know.
Learn something every day.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
You're willing to learn.
So, and that's the part. Like, if you cut yourself off to gain more knowledge, that's whenever you start losing. You know what I mean? Like, and that's my part. Is like, shit. How do you expect to win whenever you want to shut everything else out? No, super fast. So that's the tough shit right there. Like, that's why it's like whenever a person's trying to blame somebody else for their mistakes or like not having where they're supposed to be in life, nah, man, maybe you should take some risk. Maybe you should see what's really going on with yourself. You know what I mean? Research, do deep down digging type of shit.
Nah, for real.
And fucking, you know what I mean? Be wise. Like,
nah, for real.
So that's
and
my
be
thing.
Honest
is
with yourself. Nah, for real.
Yeah, so.
So while you was doing the graph and all that shit, where did the most wreck and then the whole entire clothing line come into effect?
Most wreck wasn't until later, but
yeah, let's try to keep it in chronological order because you say you were a barber. He was a barber before. Because whenever I met him in 2015,
no, he said that he had.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
The thing is,
he said that.
Okay. What's crazy is that most wreck has always been around. And it's fucking crazy because like,
was it just something that you would draw on shit that you didn't really have no merchandise or nothing, but it was just something like eventually it's gonna be something.
Most wasn't graffiti back in the day, but the logo kind of came into play.
Right.
So I was writing something back in the day that had that logo.
Come on.
You know what I mean? And I was doing something kind of like with the crown shape,
Right.
The MR.
Yeah.
So I was writing something with the MR back in the day. You know what I mean? And it kind of came into play. I was like. I was getting my ups, and after a while, I was like, fuck. It went from like, all right, I'm doing all this graffiti, I'm getting in trouble. Yeah. So now I got to figure out something else. You know what I mean? And but most rec, it did come into play a little bit later on in life, but that was like kind of during my barbering time,
So kind of like, you're saying like
after I graduated and all that shit,
right?
You know what I mean?
So you're saying like when you started barbering, the most rec kind of came into play at the same time or later on?
A little bit after.
Okay,
but the thing is though, I've been making clothes since high school. Fire. But it wasn't most rec.
Okay, so what was you doing in high school?
I was doing hand painted t-shirts. Nice. You remember the brand Mesquite?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hand painted t-shirts that you'll buy at $100.
Yeah.
At one point, they were like $100.
Hell yeah, the Mesquite was popular as fuck.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and I'm looking at
the pants, the shorts, the shirts, all that shit.
This shit though, I'm like, man, I could do better than some of that shit. Like, there's one. I'll see the can. Like I remember having one of the t-shirts that had a whole bunch of cans and like different characters, and I'm like, man, I could do better than that, dog. Like, and that's where I kind of like started drawing out shirts. So whenever I was putting my shirts back in the day, I was putting MR. And I'll put a hello, my name is type of sticker, like hand painted on the top, and I'll put the MR inside of it. It didn't mean anything back then.
Right.
But I had a logo.
Right.
So I already had this logo going, creation, you know what I mean? But there was no most rec yet.
Right.
The image was fucking
right. You knew it. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was burned in my head already.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It got to points where I was like, I can't write this shit no more in the streets. Like, it's gonna get fucking. To me, I was like,
somebody gonna jack my shit.
Not on like it wasn't like jacking. It was more like, what if I really want to make something out of this? then I fucking have so much shit going on. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Have a whole felony behind.
So I was like, nah.
Pending behind.
Yeah.
And that's whenever I end up.
My whole shit off.
So I think I got arrested one more time. This was my sophomore, junior year. And we're tearing up the neighborhood. This was right after school, so we're going out during the day. So right after school, dog, and it was a whole fuck. So like, this is one of the times where I was kind of like a little pissed off about it, whatever, you know. But we're fucking riding tough. And I'm talking about like fucking 10, 15 kids just getting up all down stores. You know what I mean?
These niggas tripping.
I remember we're going up to the fucking generator boxes right there, like fucking hitting those hoes up, and cars are honking at us and shit like that. And next thing you know, like I said, this is like right after school, about like 4:30, 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? So it's fucking getting tough out there, you know? And then we end up going towards, what fucking elementary was
Motherfuckers
that?
in traffic watching y'all, nigga.
So we end up...
Niggas in the school zone watching y'all in traffic.
So this is how we got caught up, dog.
Crazy.
So we end up going down Bronner Parkway to, what was that, Caroline Elementary?
Caroline Elementary, yeah.
Right? So they're like, we're going to go hit up the school. I was like, fuck no. I'm not doing that again.
After school?
Yeah, no, so they're gonna go hit up the elementary during the day.
But y'all had just got out of school.
Yeah, we just got out of school.
And they want to go hit up a school that just probably let out a couple of hours.
They got out of 3. We got out of 4.
But still a couple of hours earlier.
But it's daylight outside. So
that's what I'm saying. It's still a couple of hours earlier.
There's still teachers up there.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Principal's still in the office.
I'm over here
Secretary janitor's still doing the floor, nigga.
Nah, dog. So I already know, dog, because I got popped already for the school shit. I'm like, I can't be doing that shit. You know what I mean? But nah, I'm not going to school. Y'all don't fuck with the school, dog. Like, that's something we don't fuck with.
Right.
Nah. Well, there they go. Fucking take off. I walked the other direction. I was like, fuck y'all. Like, I ain't gonna get caught up. I already have that charge, you know? Like,
yeah.
So my probation ended, whatever. They got dropped, all that shit, you know? But now it's like, fuck. They're gonna go do this. Yeah, exactly. Lesson learned. So I take off walking. And we end up going to Collier Park. We're walking through the neighborhood. Okay. We end up at Collier Park. And we go around the park. Next you know, fucking like 15 cops pull up on us. You know what I mean? Because there was, like I said, 10, 15 of us. And there's fucking cops everywhere. Like, what the fuck? Looking around like, oh, shit. So fucking everybody's throwing their markers and shit, trying to get rid of shit. The stickers, fucking cans, whatever, you know?
Slaps.
Yeah, you know? So, like, everybody's trying to fucking throw shit. And it's like, fuck, like... kind of caught right now.
Yeah, you
like,
out of there.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it like, fuck, I don't even know which way to run because they're fucking tough right now. They come up on us and like me personally, I didn't have shit on me. Like I already fucking slapped because I had like my stickers. I fucking handed off the markers before.
Yeah.
So I already put my stickers up. So I'm like, I'm cooling right now. Like, so they come up, they start asking questions. Who went up to the school? Somebody called from the apartment complex right across the street saying that y'all are the ones that went tagging on the school.
Directly across the street.
I look at these motherfuckers. I'm looking at them. I was like, man, I fucking told y'all. Like, I didn't, but like, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, I fucking told y'all. Like, so I'm over here, man. I can't believe y'all motherfuckers got me caught up in this shit. And I'm like, I ain't saying shit. So who went up to school? Who's gonna admit? Who's gonna be a man enough to admit? Yeah. I ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay quiet. So
I'm fighting as soon as we get in the jail
exactly.
cell.
So
as soon as we get in the jail cell,
if niggas don't confess,
bro,
if I don't go home,
no, bro, this is where it gets
fighting,
tougher,
bro.
Dog. So
we fighting.
Hey, they start going through all the stickers and shit like that, whatever, you know. So one homie, like they're gonna take us all in. Yeah. You know what I mean? No matter, they're gonna take us all in. Now, if nobody admits, we're taking you all in.
Hell yeah.
So one homie fucking manned up. Hey, I went and did it. You know, fucking, all right, cool. Slap the cuffs on him, put him in the back of the cop car type of shit. And so they're searching through the stickers now. So they're like, who's going to man up with him? You know what I mean? Because it wasn't just him that went and did all that damage. There was more than one person that went and did it. So I'm still like, man, y'all are fucking some bitches out here, dog. Like, y'all, I told y'all not to do this shit. I'm like, all right, whatever. So.
And now y'all don't want to take the rap for the shit that y'all done did type shit.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of pissed about it because now I'm caught up. Like, I told y'all not to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm still just like, I ain't saying shit, dog. So they checked the stickers. And one of the stickers, a dude was riding a similar lane that I got caught up with whenever I was in the Carroll incident. So he was riding a similar name, but just with a different letter.
Right.
You know? So they didn't compare it until they hit. He wrote one sticker with the letter that I was using. So they're like, oh, so then all you did was switch a letter? Like, that's you. Like, we got you in the system ready. And I was like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, well, we found a sticker with your shit on there. You know what I mean? So they fucking slapped the cuffs on me. So I was like, man, dude, but exactly. I'm over here pissed as fuck now, dog, because now I'm getting charged for this shit. You know what I mean?
I told y'all niggas not to go over there.
So this dude didn't say, and I'm looking at this dude like, man, you fucking bitch, dog. Like, exactly. Wait until like I'm done with this shit. Like, get out and
just kind of like shit. You better pray to God they don't put us in the same cell.
Nah. So they just took me and homie to jail. You know, on some real shit. They let everybody else go.
Ain't no way.
Hey, so my homie was like, he got pissed because he was going in because he admitted. And he was like, man, dog, like, that's fucked up, bro. Like, we're both in the back of the cop car. He's like, why the fuck are you here? Why the fuck do you think? You know what I mean? Like, he's like, you weren't even the one that went up to the school. I was like, bro, like, I ain't even gonna say nothing, dog. Like, just whenever I get out, like, I'm gonna catch up to a boy.
Nah, whenever I get out, everybody's squaring up.
Yeah, so
I want my fade off. I don't give a fuck if it's 12 of y'all.
Like, me,
I want my shit in.
It was a lot of respect for homie, you know what I mean? Like, cause he admitted to his part, you know what I mean? So it was solid with him, like. But he was like, bro, you ain't even supposed to be in here right now, dog. Like, so he was like, nah, man, like, y'all got the wrong one. Y'all letting the other dude go, like, straight out. And I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing, dog. But like, he ended up fucking telling him that. He's like, hey, man, this dude ain't supposed to be here with me. Y'all took the wrong one to jail.
Yeah.
So then I had to get a lawyer. I had to fight it. You know, I got the case dropped.
But still, like, fucking $1,500 later type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Crazy. But when it came down to it, I was like, because they had a person, so they're like, well, do you know which one went up to the school? And they couldn't say that it was me. You know what I mean? Because I kept on walking. Like,
they had a witness. You mean?
Yeah. Already. So, but they couldn't pinpoint that I was the one that went to the school. So
already,
they ended up dropping my case. You know what I mean? So I got that shit taken care of.
I ain't playing no games.
Yeah, man, that shit, it was wild, you know. But that's whenever I was like, all right, cool, like. I gotta stop fucking around now. You know what I mean? I got a son, so it's either keep getting caught up with this shit, or
and they ain't gonna keep on dropping.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so I'm like, fuck. All right, now I gotta kind of fucking like step back. You know what I mean? I was still doing a little bit here and there, and just not as bad.
Right.
So I was still getting my little ups and stuff like that, but I was just all right. Now I'm more calm. You know, like.
And then at this time, is that what pushed you into like towards barbering?
So, I think this was 2000.
I need a water like one of my shit.
2000.
Got fucking water mouth.
Like 2005. That's whenever I found out about my son type of shit, whatever, you know. But 2005. We couldn't afford the haircuts, you know.
Really?
So, I was going to Prescott Barbershop with Elias and
to go get them chopped to
get fades.
Already.
Back then, we were just doing the regular fades.
Right. Ball fade type shit.
No. Yeah, but the like comb it forward type of shit. But the ball low fade, comb it forward. But then it was like, nah, shit, I want to start getting my edge ups. You know what I mean? Knock it down short, do my edge up. So I started going to Toby. This was back in the day, whenever he was at Gilbert's. So I think, like I said, this was like 2005 whenever I started going to him. He started doing the designs on my head and shit like that. I probably went to him like 2-3 times.
Right.
You know, but then like couldn't afford the haircuts.
Already.
So it went from that to like, I remember the first time he gave me a design, dog. Like, that shit was fucking cold. I said, Toby, badass motherfucker, you don't remember this shit, you know, but
how old are you at this time?
I was probably about like 16.
Oh no shit.
You know, so this was years back. You know, I'm just another kid coming from the block to him, you know what I mean?
Already.
So I said I went to him just a handful of times, and shit. I remember he did stars all around my head. That shit was cold as fuck. Like, I was like, man, that shit is badass, you know what I mean? Especially back then. I mean, shit. This was before Instagram type of shit, you know?
Yeah.
So,
of course.
Yeah, like, so he's cold at the time, like his time period. So I'm like, damn, this dude's fucking getting down. He fucking put stars all over my head. Go to school. Hey, man, I fucking like covered out, you know? Hey, you can't be at school with that.
Nah.
It's either go to ISS until it grows out, which is going to be like a fucking week or two. And then we're probably going to send you.
They was on that.
So, and then we're probably going to send you to SL. And it's like, what the fuck for fucking having some design?
On that.
Yeah. So then I had to shave my head, dog. Like, I
spent about like. On that type of shit, bro.
At one point, yeah, that's how they were. They said it was like gang related. So they were trying to control all the gang shit. You know what I mean? So
it is.
I was like, man, But it was fucking stars. I mean, but then also now, you know what I mean. But it wasn't that no stars.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean. Like it was just one of those. I was like, man,
damn,
shit. All he did was like some
crazy.
patterns, you know. So they end up shaving my head.
So was it like all the schools that are in Corpus is New Aces, right? Like what district is
The
it?
CCISD.
CCISD, right.
No, not every school in Corpus is CCISD. You got Flower Bluff, Cattle Island, West Oso, Tolosa.
But them niggas ain't in. Well, I guess it is Corpus, huh?
Yeah.
Tolosa.
It's only 6 CCISD high schools, or maybe 7. I want to say it's like you got like
The Bluff has their own industry. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I mean, even at that back then, it was kind of like one of those things. Like there was a little bit of a dress code. Like you couldn't wear certain colors. If you went to Ray, you had to wear like the red, silver, white. And I think they allowed black. I don't think they were really allowing blue yet.
Damn.
And it got to like after a while they started accepting like, oh, y'all can wear no uniform. Cool. So we got to start like that's whenever I started getting into fucking painting t-shirts. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna make my own clothes type of shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, my bad. At that point,
were they buying any shirts in high school?
Oh yeah, dog, this was tough. So the first few that I made, because I was already known for like doing like my rights and stuff like that, and I made a few for myself. I actually found one of the first fucking t-shirt that I made, and I have it at my house type of shit. But I was like, man, it was in a box. I opened it up. I was like, oh shit, this is some history right here. You know what I mean? A hand painted fucking MR t-shirt, not even Most Rec, MR. You know what I mean? Like that's what it was. It was MR, like straight out. So I was like, this is some fucking history, dog. Like, so I'm like, bet. I started fucking people hitting me up. Hey, I need some shirts to go with my shoes. I got these J's. Yeah. Shit, I remember whenever I think it was the 11s, they had the Space Jams, whatever. I fucking bet I started making Space Jam tees.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? I had this one that I made for a homie. It had Marvin the Martian up top. But it said like the fucking Martian in like a Philly style fucking right back and forth all the way down to the bottom. It went perfect with the shoes. You know what I mean? I had some other dude that he had like the blue fucking the big blue tall guy from the other team, fuck the Monstars.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So he had like with his shoe, but like it took me a fucking while to draw these shirts because each one is hand painted.
Y'all want to say how long was on an average was it taking for you?
It would take like because it was probably about like 4 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
because you gotta wait for it to dry, and then you could like start fucking with the other colors type of shit. So it's kind of like a process. You know? Yeah, you know what I mean. And then flip it over, do the back, put your piece on there. You know what I mean. So it took a little bit. That's why it was like that mesquite type of shit. You know, it was kind of like tough shit. So I was doing that in high school, and shit, it got to a point to where I had people rocking this shit at the football games, and I'm over here like, damn, I'm watching like groups of people walk by with a whole bunch of fucking MR t-shirts. You know what I mean? Like I said, not even Most Rec, just MR.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, this is tough, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, so
it's a good feeling.
But I mean, like I said, from the graffiti point of view, like that's what got me like shit. I'm not tagging on shit. I got people rocking my shit now. You know what I mean? So just to see that, that's a whole fucking other movement right there.
I was tagging this shit for free.
Yeah, you know what I mean? People are rocking my tagging like, this is a walking billboards. You know what I mean? Like shit. This is tough, you know. So I'm watching that shit. I'm going up to the game and I'm seeing like fucking waves of different people come up with shirts. You know what I mean? They're rocking the MR shit. So I'm like, that's badass. And I remember one year, I was probably a senior, and then I had the junior class come and hit me up, and I made a group of shirts for a group of juniors. So it had their class in the back, and it was kind of like the Rolling Stone mouth. Yeah. And it had like their class fucking thing inside of it. Yeah. Well, I had a hand paint each fucking t-shirt. Like it wasn't no screen print type of shit. Nah, this is, and then just to make sure that they all look kind of the same, you know what I mean? Like fuck. Yeah, it was kind of like it was stencil. And it was kind of tough, shit. Dog. Yeah. Like it took a while.
Yeah, it's tough.
So, but hey, I hit a lick, like, cause I didn't have no job back then, you know.
Yeah,
so,
especially if they hand painted, you could have busted over the head.
I was getting my money off it. You know what I mean?
$90 a shirt, bitch.
Yeah. Like. See, my shit was like, I mean, I wasn't at Mesquite, like I couldn't put myself out there like that. Right, but also too, like back then, trying to find good quality t-shirts was kind of tough too. So
to hold that paint.
Yeah, you know, so. I mean, I'm putting my prices on them. I'll probably sell them about like $40 or something. Yeah, like that. I was getting, you know what I mean? Yeah, per shirt. Yeah. So I let them, hey, I got to go buy the paint. I'm supplying the t-shirt, and also my time. My time's money. You know what I mean? So that's where it came down to play. Is like shit. Well, whenever I hit that lick, that was a good ass lick. But like I said, I didn't have a job back then. Yeah, I didn't really get a job until after like I graduated, like after graduating barber school. But I remember I was fucking up, and we had my dad had a family restaurant, Rosita's, badass Mexican food, dog. So,
here in Corpus?
Yeah. So it started off in the hood over there, off of was like fucking Baldwin or some shit by the hospital. It was right across the hospital, and there was a Subway I think that shopping center burned down or some shit. Okay. But yeah, they started off right there, and then they ended up opening up 2 locations after that. No shit. One of them was off of Staples, kind of by the Chuck E. Cheese. I think it was a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Where the Stripes is.
Yeah.
They have a little bank right there.
Yep.
So yeah, that was a.
Right across the street from there? Right across the street from the Stripes?
Yeah, it's a bank right there now.
No, wait a second.
It's a bank now, yeah.
Nah, and they had the high seats?
Where you go up a level? Or
Yeah.
So
nah, bro.
That was
How long ago was this? Like 13 years?
Yeah.
Maybe longer than that.
I was like 16 at the time, so I'm 34 right now. You know.
Oh no, I was gonna say I wasn't here at that time.
This was like a while back.
Because when I first moved here, there was a restaurant that was there.
They ended up changing it to like a.
Because the thing is, what everybody would always say, like,
it was a good restaurant,
but nothing would ever stay at that location for long. It would always be something, and then go out of business, and then change to something else, and then would go out of business.
They held it the longest, like from what I've heard.
Already.
They held it the longest.
Why did everybody leave that location?
Like, I mean, over time it was kind of like some family shit, you know. But that restaurant, it was a badass restaurant, dog. Like some badass Mexican food. I remember we would walk in through the back of that bitch, and it felt like we're on a scene of Goodfellas. You know what I mean?
Already
walking in through that whole area. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Shaking hands, dabbing up, and shit like that. I was like, man, that shit, it was badass to be on that level. You know, like my dad would go open up that spot. You know what I mean? Like mad love. Like I said, he was fucking doing what he had to for the family back then. That was a family restaurant, you know. But shit happened, whatever. And but yeah, walking into the spot, cool. Well, I start fucking up. All right, well, now you need to work. Put me as a bus boy over there. I'm like, fuck, dog. I ain't trying to be no fucking bus boy, dog. Shit's it's trash, bro. Like,
shit, money,
I'm over here cleaning up.
Nigga.
Yeah, no, but I'm over here cleaning up. Not even at that. I mean, I fucked up, so I'm over here paying probation. Like, they ain't paying me fully like the way you're paying everybody else. Yeah, really. I'm working off the shit that I fucked up on. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, I'm over here cleaning up after people.
$50 a week, nigga.
Yeah, and these people were like, exactly, you know what I mean? And I'm putting in some hours, so like, but it's like, man, some of the people are just like, me, I have respect for the food industry. Right. Because I went through seeing that shit. Facts. So I'm like, so whenever I get up off my table, I stack the plates, you know what I mean? Make sure kind of clean it up a little bit because that industry's tough, dog. Yeah. Like, so I got respect for it, you know? But, yeah, so seeing that, I was like, man, fuck this. I ain't trying to be working here. So they're like, all right, well, get your shit together in school. You know what I mean? So then that's why I started hitting the books. Yeah. I was like, I got to fucking graduate, dog. Like, I can't go get my GED. Like, I ain't trying to do that. I need to fucking graduate. Yeah. I'm about to have a son. Like, so now I got to start handling business. You know what I mean? So start handling up, dog. And that's when I started cutting my own hair. I said couldn't afford the haircuts. So I'm over here fucking two all over, hitting my edge up. Yeah. Fucking putting designs and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm already doing the t-shirt thing, making some money off that. So now I'm like saving money on the haircuts. Yeah. But now I'm fucking hitting myself, fucking looking clean. You know what I mean? Like shit. And I remember the first time I tried to do a haircut on somebody else. It was for my little brother. And man, it was funny, dog.
Fuck that nigga shit up.
Hey, so, cause I can do my own shit, you know what I mean? So totally I'm fucking different. Tough, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, tough. Different, like, on somebody else, it's like, oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? But, so he just got a haircut. And then my mom was fucking pissed after this shit, dog. So he just got his haircut. And
well, I'd be mad.
But like I said, he had the hair where like it was kind of like comb forward at the time, still had the little bangs and shit like that. So I was like, hey, you know, it'd be pretty tough if you fucking like pick them up and you fucking box it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, edge it up. I was like, man, I should look clean, dog. Like, so he's like, yeah, all right, cool, let's do it. So we're sitting in a dim lit type of living room. You know what I mean? So it ain't.
You know why that nigga started that shit up? In the dark, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. So how am I supposed to see what the fuck I'm doing in this fucking? It's brighter on this side, but I can't really see this side. You know what I mean? So I'm over here fucking hitting his edge up and shit like that. I'm getting down, dog, and I'm like, fuck yeah, this shit's gonna come out cold. I stepped back and I was like, oh, hold on, man, let me go back and hit it again. I was like, fuck, this shit ain't coming out right. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm over here like, fuck, dog. Like, Man, how is it that I can't hit this hoe? Like, my shit's glint, like it's good, but I'm trying to hook somebody else up, and I can't fucking get this shit down, dog. So I'm like, fuck. I go back and I'm trying to hit it again. I'm like, man, bro, like I think we're gonna have to cut your hair down. And like I said, he has like a scissor cut up top, dog. So it went from like having a scissor cut. It went from having a scissor cut, dog, to like getting a guard, like a 6 or 8, the biggest guard, knocking that hoe down. So now he's fucking shorter hair. Yeah, he just got his hair cut. So I knock it down and I was like, that's the best I could do, bro. It's just kind of lopsided and shit. So like he was pissed, dog.
After he had just got a haircut,
hey, he was he just got the haircut, dog. So he was pissed. He's over here talking mad shit. This was during the day though, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm fucking dipping out, dog. I fucking dip. I said, once I'm outside, I ain't coming back, dog. So. Hey, big shout out to my boy Emmanuel. I see you, cuz.
That shit's hilarious, bro.
Nah, man.
So he left.
Hey, yeah, I'm gone. Shit. Nobody's at the house. It's just us and the homie. You know what I mean? So, like, my homie's there and we're all doing what we're doing. Like, but the family's gone. My mom was working at Stripes, I think, at the time. My dad was out. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm over here trying to hook him up. And I did not hook him up. That was, you know what I mean? And I take off. I'm on my bike. You know what I mean? Fucking gone.
Yeah, all through the city.
Yeah.
Good old time. Forgot the shit even happened.
Hey, so I'm coming back, and I'm over here just cruising back already now, and I'll hear pull up beside me. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? If the car pulls up on you like that, you're gonna jump. You know what I mean? So I'm fucking get scared, dog. I look to my right, and my mom was like, what the fuck did you do? Why the fuck did you touch his head? You better not ever touch his head again. So I'm over here like, oh shit. And then like, hold on, look. So she's bitching me out, dog. And I'm like, fuck. And then I just see the back window like come down and it's just like, and my brother is fucking pissed, dog. He just shaking his head at me. And I'm over here like,
that shit is fucking
but
a movie,
not only that,
dog.
he has a fucking beanie all the way down and just like fucking they're pissed, bro. So
I'm in tears over here.
And I'm over here like, fuck. She's like, you better not come home. And I'm like, fuck, I ain't going home. Like, man, hey, she was pissed, dog. Like, I fucked his hair up, so she was mad. And I was like, all right, well, I think it was a weekend, so I was like, I'm definitely not coming home. Like, I'm gonna go stay at a homie's house. You know what I mean? We'll get lit, do whatever we do, and I was like, man, that shit was fucking wild.
Nigga said that was his first haircut.
Yeah, the first one.
That's hilarious.
Hey, but then after that shit, they started hitting me up. Like, I'm over here cutting hair at the fucking park.
How did you get good?
Practicing for me, you know what I mean? So I'm just constantly cutting my hair. I mean, I fucked it up a few times.
Your own hair.
Yeah, I fucked it up a few times, but like, tapers were all day on me. But whenever I tried to do the whole fade, that shit got tough because trying to go around your head type of shit.
Right.
That shit was tough. Yeah. So I'll do the front. I can taper out the back a little easier. And I'll do my lines. So I'll do some designs and shit like that, getting down and shit like that. So then people start seeing that, hey, give me a cut. Bet. Like, shit, y'all believe in me? Shit, bet. I can do the fucking, I ain't doing no scissor cuts back then. Like, that's why I was fucking up, because I was fucking with the scissor cuts. But taper fades, you know what I mean? All that shit. I'm cool with that. But I ain't doing no scissor cuts. So I started cutting people's hair up, you know what I mean? From the homies to the family, you know, little cousins and shit like that. Yeah. Hey, and so I'm getting down, like, because I was already doing graffiti, so I started tagging in people's head with the fucking clippers, you know what I mean?
That nigga was so, hard.
Yeah, you know, so I started fucking graphing in the head, like doing designs, you know what I mean? So, oh, you want your name in there? Bet. So I mean, coming at that time, there wasn't too many, I mean, there was people that were barbering, but I never really saw too many people doing designs like that, you know? I said, I got my design from Toby. That shit was cold as fuck. I got a design from one of my uncle's people. I don't know. His name was KO. I think it was out there in Magic Cuts.
I know what you're talking about.
So he was older. I remember there's another time I had to shave my fucking head. So I remember, what was that? That Stomp the Yard came out or whatever. And they're fucking over there doing their little shit type of shit. You know what I mean? Right. So I fucking put like Saint in the back of my head. And they made me shave that shit, dog. So that was the second time I went bald. I was like, fuck. But you know, so then, but like I said, after that, the next year, that's kind of where they started accepting it a little bit more. Oh, you can have the parts and like the two lines, the wings or whatever they would call it type of shit, you know. So it started becoming something. So I started doing my shit. It went from just cutting out the house. I'll go up to Lindale. They had an outlet there at Lindale.
Yeah,
I'll fucking plug up. I'll be playing basketball all day. You know what I mean? And then the shit, I'm gonna plug up. Hey, anybody need a haircut? Bet. Fucking do a few haircuts. I'll make some money.
At the park?
Yeah, make some money. Go to Taco Bell.
Shit. What were you charging for haircuts back then?
I was probably maybe about $7.
Already.
Like $5-7.
That was about $5 already.
Because haircuts were $10 back then.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And would a nigga have to just sit down Indian style?
No, they had the bench. They had the benches right there.
Oh, that's live.
Because this was before Lindale had a cover top.
Yeah.
This is whenever they had the basketball goals with the fucking poles on the side. And man, I fucking Lindale was my home, dog. Like, grew up. I said playing basketball there. Yeah. They would call me youngin playing against some of the older heads. Yeah, I remember we'll be out there. I'll watch them play at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Sometimes back then I was like, man, I wish I could play. I want to get out there and play.
That's crazy.
These old heads are out here fucking balling each other, talking shit. You know what I mean? That shit was cool growing up. So I love that shit. So growing up in that little area, I was like, shit. Then I started being able to get on the court. Yeah. They're letting me run and do my shit. So I'm like, shit, hell yeah. You know what I mean? This shit's tough. And I went from that to now I'm over here fucking cutting hair. Fucking, hey, you want a haircut real quick? Let me get you in real quick. So fucking get them in real quick. Fucking do little lines, shit like that. Make a little bit of money. Fucking go back and play basketball. Yeah. And then if not, I'm gonna go over here to fucking Taco Bell. I'm gonna give me some food real quick. You know what I mean? Fucking eat up.
You cutting today? Yeah. Meet me at Lindale, nigga.
Nah, exactly. You know what I mean? Hey, they hit me up. Even at that, I was doing the house calls, so I'll go pull up to the house. But like I said, I was doing the $10 haircuts, $15 with some designs. Right. If you want a full head, maybe like $20. But then that's whenever I started picking it up more. And
then what inspired you to go into to go to school for it?
It wasn't until I graduated, but I mean, I said I'm trying to make money to fucking buy my son some clothes, some diapers and shit like that. I couldn't get a job. I tried to apply at HEB. They didn't want to hire me. I applied at fucking Foot Locker, Champs, whatever. Maybe it was because I was tagging on the fucking thing instead of writing regular. I'm over here fucking, whenever I'm filling out applications, you know what I mean? I'm filling out application, it's all graffitied out and shit like that.
This nigga crazy.
Of course, they ain't gonna hire that dude that's fucking tagging shit up on the application.
This nigga is wildin'.
So whenever it's coming to doing my signature type shit, I was already fucking up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But nah, man, it didn't work out. Come on. So I was like, all right, well, I gotta find a hustle. Yeah. And my shit though was I knew everybody doing their shit, so my thing was I ain't trying to fucking get caught up. I already got a son here, and I know what it's like to not. I have my dad, but I know what it's like to also feel that feeling of not having your dad. You know what I mean? So that was one thing I made sure I ain't gonna get taken away from my son. So I got to be here and I got to handle business. So fucking stay chopping up. I stay making T-shirts. Shit. Trying to do right. I remember it was my senior year, but it was my fucking 5th year in high school. Yeah. And I'm finally passing. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm about to make the basketball team. Yeah. Nah, man. You've been here 5 years.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I'm finally passing.
You grown, nigga.
Nah, but I was 18 going into high school. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck?
Nah, you grown, nigga.
Man, that's fucking.
And they mine. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You
grown.
They would have had to file a petition with the UIL and all that shit.
So I'm over here though, but I was like, man, but I'm finally fucking passing. What the fuck you mean I can't play basketball? I finally got some good grades and y'all telling me no? Yeah, but my fucking no lie, I got crushed. I was like, man, this shit sucks, dog.
Crazy.
And I was like, fuck, I need to figure out something. And I was kind of into the fashion shit, clothing. Right. So I was like, shit, maybe I'll fucking be a model, fucking Echo. Yeah. That's kind of what I was trying to lean into. But I was like, fuck. And I got hit up by a few agencies, and but it was you got to come to Cali. Yeah. And I was like, I remember telling my mom a little bit about it. She's like, well, how the fuck you gonna get out there?
Fresh out of high school and shit, or still in high school.
Yeah, still in high school. And I'm like, fuck, how the fuck am I gonna get out there? You know what I mean? Big shout out to Kia. She went to Ray with me, the homegirl right there. She got she does the hair shampoo and all that stuff too,
Shout out.
Out.
Get in touch with us, man.
Yeah. Shit. Nah, man, but this shit, it was fucking wild. So I'm over here fuck, what the fuck am I gonna do in my life? And I remember I finally graduated 2009, and I'm in the backyard, like they threw me a party, all that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm in the backyard, and I'm like, fuck. All right, well, thinking about life, you know, like
at your graduation party.
After the graduate, like the next day, you know, like just we had a badass time. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck. Like now I'm fucking like it's hitting me.
Yeah.
So like, fuck. I can't work at HEB. I can't fucking work at the spot. I don't want to work fucking food. Like I keep like I'm telling them I'm not gonna work with food, dog. Like. So I'm like, man, fuck this, bro. Like, I need to figure out something. And I just remember my mom coming out to the backyard, and she's looking at me like, what the fuck are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do with your life? You're going to be like kind of fucking bumming it? Like, nah, like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know, Mom. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? There ain't no fucking option. You know what I mean? I'm just a young fucking kid out here to most of these people. They ain't trying to hire me. So it was like, fuck. I mean, I've been hustling though already. I've been fucking trapping the fucking clothes and the hair already. So she's like, well, why don't you enroll in barber school? I look at her, I'm like, fuck, like, barbers ain't making money like that. Like, back then, $10 haircuts is like, fuck. Like, but, I mean, that's why I was like, you got to hustle. Like, you got to hustle for that shit. So, but I'm over here like, fuck. Like, I want some fucking money. Like, I'm like, man, that's the only option I got. Fuck it. I guess I'm going to barber school. Like, so just graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I waited for the summer. School started up. I started up barber school.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? Because I got to fucking figure out something to do. I need to feed my son. You know what I mean? Like, I can't leave it up to my parents to be taking care of mine like that. And they were. Like, don't get me wrong. They helped me out. My family fucking helped me.
But high school's over with now, type shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, now you need to go out there and do some shit because we ain't going to be helping you like that.
Dog.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So, like, you got to grow up. Yeah. And my thing was I had to kind of grow up a little bit quick. Yeah. So, I mean, everybody's out partying and shit, and it was kind of like one of those things like, nah, you ain't going to the party. Like, you got to stay here. It's like, fuck. I mean, I would still go out there and do my thing, but, like, exactly, yeah, you got to stay here type of shit.
Kid, nigga.
So I'm like, fuck, all right.
Say my kid.
Exactly, you know what I mean? So I'm like,
you know what I'm saying? You my kid.
That shit's tough, you know? So it's time to grow up, and I start handling my business, you know? So, get into barber school, fucking start grinding. And,
how was barber school?
It was like fucking high school all over again. Like,
oh, shit.
You know, like, the people that were there, like,
fresh out of high school also?
No. All fucking ages, like all walks. You know what I mean? I'm talking about from, the young ones, like my age, to fucking, it seemed 40, 50 type of shit. I don't know. Just trying to fucking pass time, some people. Yeah. But I'm looking at the way some of these people are fucking acting like, y'all acting like y'all are in fucking high school right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over here to fucking learn. Like, this is my last fucking option. Like, really. You know what I mean? So, am I going to be like y'all? Like, I'm trying to make this something.
As serious as possible.
You know? So, it started getting tough, dog. And, shit. I wasn't there to play type of shit. Like,
how long was the barber college altogether?
It was about a year and like a few months, if anything.
That's not horrible.
That's what I was going to. Cause I know like different people. Some people take longer than others to graduate barber school.
Yeah.
But in like, what's like the general like? If I enroll in barber school like day one, like, and I do everything the proper way, I don't miss no days or nothing like
You're
that.
You're gonna be there like a year and a month, maybe 2 months.
Okay, bet.
You know, but
already. But if you're missing days and shit like that, you gotta
make them days up.
Yeah, you're just gonna stay there longer, and you're gonna pay for them because your contract is the year in that month or something like that.
Already.
So I went through what is that shit? Financial aid. Yeah. I'm not gonna waste this opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, I got an opportunity right now, so I'm not gonna waste it. You know, and shit, my mom, dad beat my ass if I fucking, even though I'm grown, they're still gonna beat my ass. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
Nah, you're fucking wasting time now. And that's why I think it was like
wasting these people's money,
money and time.
For example, my uncle, one of his biggest things that he would always tell us, and I mean it's a quote from a movie, of course, but
out of my alley.
It's there's nothing worse in life than like wasted talent. You know, that's
movie, dog.
You know, so that
Bronx
shit,
Tale for y'all that don't know.
Exactly, a Bronx Tale. You know, and that's one of my brother's movies.
Got a dog
right
at the house named Cologino right now.
Yeah. Hey, that movie was tough, bro. It's I love that movie.
Classes. It's a movie full of jewels, nigga.
Exactly.
They're just giving you so many. It's just a movie full of wisdom, dog. Mm-hmm. Nothing but fucking jewels throughout. I'm talking about.
Is that the one with the dude that dates the black girl?
Yes.
Already.
Yes. It's just jewels.
He's all the working man is a sucker.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So then it's like, fuck, I can't be no working man. I'm trying to make my own shit. But I've always had, like I said, that mentality. So whenever my uncle would tell me that shit burned in my head. I have talent, you know? It's a gift. Some people have gifts, and like, but the thing is though, you got to be wise enough to catch your gifts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
So
and notice them
exactly. And I realized at a young age, like, fuck, I got some talent. Like, people were coming and getting these haircuts, and my mom fucking told me, "Hey, you're a barber already." Like straight out, that's what she told me. She's like, "Why not go to barber school? You're already barbering. Like, you got a whole fucking clientele already." Yeah. So it's like, why the fuck would I not? You know?
Facts.
So it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't supposed to be fucking working at Foot Locker or Champs, you know what I mean? Yeah. And back then I didn't think of it like that. Yeah. I was blinded by the fact that like, shit, I got a son and like I need money right now. And whenever that shit, she told me that, I just kind of sat
like,
back.
damn, that's a whole nother year. I gotta go
do this shit out, you know what I'm saying?
Without fucking making a fucking.
I'm doing free haircuts at the fucking barber school.
Yeah, unless you get a tip for some shit.
And then when you're at the barber school, you can't do no haircuts and charge no money to nobody.
Yeah. They give you tips, but you can't.
But I'm talking about like if you get caught like doing shit out your house while you're at barber school, ain't it? You a rap? It's a rap.
See, now I mean we still do it out the house, but the thing is though, if you were to like inspectors and shit like that, they'll come and they could go and check you, but like. They ain't really doing it too tough like that. You know what I mean? Of course, like...
But if your barber teachers or whatever thing finds out you're charging people to cut their hair at your house...
I'm making money off of tips. That's all I'm going to say. Like, what was that? What was that movie off the watch? He's I got this bong and I got this weed. The bong is $500.
Yeah.
The weed is free. You know what I mean? I'm not a drug dealer. I'm selling you this bong. You know what I mean?
Already.
Hey, the haircut's free, but if you want to leave a tip, there's a tip jar right there. You know what I mean? So that's really like the knowledge type of shit.
And it's a mandatory tip.
Yeah. If not, your edge is getting pushed back. You know what I mean? But nah, it was one of those things, dog. So like I caught up and I said just being wise to everything. Like religion, Catholic. Yeah. But I've been everywhere. I've been to the Christian churches. I've been to the Jehovah's shit, you know, like I've seen shit. I fucking believe in aliens, you know, but they tell us not to, you know, like, but as an artist, you got to be open-minded, wise. Yes. So with me, that's what I've always done was keep that open mind. Okay, shit. Like I said, the whole 2 + 2 fucking, always. You know what I mean? No, there's different equations, like different ways to get this equation right, you know, so I got to keep an open mind to everything. Like whenever I'm doing these color combos, the blends, like shit, that's art right there. You know what I mean? Like, facts, so that shit, facts. Like that's what kind of kept me open. So whenever I started thinking about life, I was like, fuck, it's bigger than us here on Earth. Like there's so much shit out of this world that we don't even fucking know about, you know? But
when you graduated from Barber College, was it a ceremony?
Not like that. It was kind of like
because where I was gonna go with that was. How did your mom feel and what was her response when she got to see you graduate barber school?
Like, we threw a big-ass party. Mexicans, we're gonna fucking throw a party. You know what I mean? Like, so
regardless.
You know what I mean? So we fucking threw a party.
If we could have enrolled in barber college and it's gonna be a party.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing something with his life. Throw a fucking party. You know what I mean? So
break the grill out.
Nah, even the little ones. Man, this kid's 1 year old. Why the fuck is there bottles everywhere? You know what I mean? And why are we staying out until like 2 or 3 in the morning? You know what I mean? Still fucking like, you know what I mean? Bumping shit. Like, So, but nah, party, that school we're going to, it was the South Texas Barber College shit. So it wasn't nothing like to where like you got Del Mar and then you get like, or like, you know what I mean? Get a fucking walk down again with the cap and gown type of shit. Nah, like it was like, here's your license. You know what I mean?
Get your certificate, take a group picture at the
at the school. You want to stand up in front of the class and say anything? Yeah, I do. Man, hey, I had some shit to say.
Be lucky to get a Facebook post from the college, man.
Well, this was before Facebook. Oh, shit. You know what I mean? So they didn't have Facebook at the time. So like that, Instagram barely started popping up whenever like I had just graduated.
That's crazy.
So like I was before like all this shit started really going down. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was doing $10 haircuts. So this was before all the Instagram and all that shit. You know what I mean? So, I said I graduated in 2009, so I probably finished barber school like somewhere around like 2010, 11 in a way, like for sure.
Early
before,
2011 type shit.
Yeah,
maybe
you know what I mean. So like maybe the late fucking 2010 type of shit. I don't know, but Instagram just barely fucking came out.
Barely popping off.
Yeah, so that shit's barely coming out, and me, I like to be a background person. I didn't like to be in the front. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want people to know me. I didn't care about that shit. You know, I was cool solo, fucking one deep, zero. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Jamming zero all day. I'm fucking one deep. Like I don't need a crew, but I have a crew behind me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a lot of love out here. Yeah. Shit, and still at that, like, there's people they don't know me. They just know the brand. Yeah. They don't have a face to it yet. Yeah. And now, being on this platform, they're gonna know who Most Rec is.
Talk
you know
that
what I mean?
talk, man.
It's real shit. You know,
Talk that
I've been
talk.
tracking out the trunk for years. Yeah. So I didn't want to have my face out there like that. I was just doing this shit for the family. Yeah. You know what I mean? My close ones, like, hey, I'm tired of buying the shit at the mall. Like, everybody's rocking the same shit. Yeah. And at that, you wash it 2-3 times and that shit's all fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, let's go ahead and get this shit going. This is your shit right here.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the Most Rec shit. Little present.
Came with gifts, man.
Here's your present.
You did. You did.
So you can know, quality-wise.
Yeah, legitness.
You could the quality on that bitch.
Yeah, fire.
You know what I mean? That shit's thick. It is one of those fucking like corner store type of shirts. Like,
right there?
That was a large.
Okay, this is yours right here.
What is that one?
That was an XL.
Nah, man.
I told him to bring the XL for you guys. I figured you were a little bigger.
Yeah, nah, I'm fine.
It's an XL tall. So you ain't showing your belly button, you know what I mean?
I already
but
I put my hands up and shit.
The quality on
that
the t-shirt,
fire, nigga.
that shit's
hell yeah, it's thick as fuck.
It's a thick t-shirt.
Yeah, that's thick.
So me personally, like buying this shit at the mall, I'm spending $50 on this shit, and I wash it one time, and that shit's fucking done. Why the fuck do I want to spend money on that shit, dog? Like,
that's fire.
So that's kind of the shit that kind of got me. And then at that, like, everybody's rocking that shit. Oh, I'm wearing the same t-shirt that
I can't stand that shit, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 5 different people, and we're all fucking rocking the same fucking Rockaware or fucking Echo, like.
Yeah. Same Jordans.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but then that's whenever it came to me, like, nah, man, I'm going to set myself apart. Yeah, I've always wanted to be different. You know what I mean? Like, that's the rebel side.
I feel like I got to be an individual.
Yeah, you know? So, rebellious, rebels, Hamlin shit. That's where I come from, you know? So, that was always something that was burning in the back of my head. So, whenever they did that little name change to the Hawks, I was like, what the fuck? That kind of pissed me off, dog. Like, I was kind of upset about that. I was like, man, as a kid growing up, being a rebel meant something to me. Like, we're rebellious, dog. Like, so... That's kind of what we did. My brother, like I said, he went to Baker. They're the Broncos, whatever, but they were more preppy. From Hamlin to Baker, they had like kind of like the little long hair, like, you know what I mean? Some fucking Justin Bieber style type of shit. Yeah. And us over here, we're fucking knocked down with the fucking taper fades, edge ups type of shit. I remember we'll go over there to the fucking rocking some Fat Farms. What is it? The Dickies with the belts from the Trade Center.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them had the whole fucking glitter bullshit. Or some of us.
Did y'all do the letters and shit?
Yeah, so I had like the old English letters, you know what I mean? We'll probably have two classic. With some initials or some shit on there,
classic,
you know?
Classic,
and then they had
2 belt buckles.
Yeah,
and
2 of them, you know what I mean? But the long ass belt buckle with some Dickies, you know what I mean? So like that's kind of like that shit over there at Hamlin. But then like I said, the Baker side, they were kind of
preppy and shit like
style,
that.
You know?
Hell yeah.
So whenever it became like being a rebel, it was kind of like standing on your own little business, you know what I mean? Yeah. Shit, so that was kind of like what set my mindset at a young age, kind of like, well, fuck, I'm rebellious already, so I was doing my own shit. So then whenever it came to like growing up, that's my attitude growing up now. You know what I mean?
Let's pick back up at the when you graduate barber college. Okay, your people throw you the part and everything. So how do you even like? Do you seek employment? Like, how does it work? Like, okay, I got my barber. Do I go apply at different colleges? How does that work? Like, I mean, different barbershops. How does that work?
So I guess there was a little bit of talk already about me. Like, I didn't know that. I mean, shit, I hadn't been getting haircuts. You know what I mean? So the last person I went to was Toby over there at Gilbert's.
Oh, really?
So I didn't think fucking people knew about me, but I was doing designs. Not too many people were doing designs like that. And I'm talking about like doing graffiti shit. Yeah. So I'm over here fucking, oh, you want your name in there? Badass, bet. And I'm fucking like hooking it up, dog. So I had built up a name.
You were doing that at the college?
I was doing that in high school.
Okay,
So
but were you doing that at the college too?
I was doing that. So then I'm doing that.
But you better leave me a fat tip type shit.
Yeah. But even at that, it was just kind of like just
perfecting
I was putting my shit out there on people. Like the same thing with the clothing.
Just even without them tipping you type shit. Just they pay in the college and you just wrecking their head just to get some exposure out there.
No, not exposure, experience.
Experience and exposure because they gonna be like, who cut your hair? And then they get to barber college, they gonna what? Shit.
Nah, I started getting paid from it because Miss Doobie, she was an instructor.
Yeah, hell yeah.
She was like,
was you went over there off of Ayers then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So she's like, Conde, these people need a design. You're the only one that knows how to do it. So I don't even know how to charge it. Like she was telling me, so just go ahead, do you? Hey, $15. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you in there.
Obviously, they ain't paying me for the haircut, so I'm gonna get paid from the design.
Yeah,
So like, I'm fucking doing whatever I have to. But it was crazy that she would let me do that. There wasn't too many people doing designs like that. I said, you know what I mean? So there was only a handful of barbers that were already licensed doing designs. So whenever it came to like me coming into barber school, there wasn't really too many artists like
too many barber students around town that could get down like that.
But I come from the graffiti backline. So that's what got me into barbering. It wasn't because I want to do these haircuts. Nah, like I want to fucking tag in people's head. Like that's what I wanted to do. Like so if I could get some ups and a person to walk around, that's a fucking walking billboard. I'm telling you, that was a true shit, dog. Like fucking walking around with a fucking MR t-shirt because it wasn't Most Rec yet. It was MR. You know what I mean? Yeah. And a fucking design in the back of their head. So I'm over here like, hey, that shit was tough.
Killing the game like a
you know what I mean? So
that's tough.
After that, we go to I finished barber school, whatever. And they let me do my little standing ovation and shit like that. But I was quiet, you know, like I said, I didn't like to be out there like that, you know. So whenever they came to like me saying whatever I had to say, she's like, you want to stand in front of the class and speak what you got to speak? I was like, yeah. Hey, I got some shit to say to y'all motherfuckers. Keep track of y'all shit. They're eating up financial aid. They're taking your money. You know what I mean? If you don't keep track of your hours, they're going to make you pay more. You're coming out of pocket. You're supposed to get money back at the end of the year. Financial aid or the barbering back then was probably about like $9,000. They were getting $12,000 or some shit. Oh, really? We were supposed to at least get like $2,000 back. Yeah. Nah, you missed this. Yeah. So we're keeping this money. Yeah. So if you didn't keep track of your shit, you owe them some money.
Damn.
Bro, they tried to hit me like that. I was like, nah, hold up, man.
So you don't get the financial aid. The financial aid goes directly to the school.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
and at the end of it, whatever's left, they break you
down. Yeah, break you bread. You know what I mean? So if they had you screwed over, they ain't gonna break you off shit. Yeah. Nah, I remember like I figured out the system, dog. Like I was thinking, bro. Like I said, I've always been on some shit, dog. Like so, I'm over here thinking about it. And
first barbershop after school. That's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah. So the first shop, it was crazy. Like I said, I just graduated. Fucking big old pachanga shit there at the house. Right, and I'm like, fuck yeah, we're fucking partying and shit like that. And it's like, I bet. And I get a phone call and it was from a homie and he was like, hey man, some people heard about you, but they want you to come work at Chop Shop. So big shout out to Chop Shop, you know, homie Art.
Already.
So that's the owner over there at Chop Shop. This first spot I worked at. Cool ass dude, you know what I mean? And shit. Another big homie that I gotta give a big shout out to. He ain't got no Facebook or shit right now. But Brandon. So he's a cold ass barber, but he put me onto some shit. You know what I mean? I didn't like to use the clipper over comb type of shit. But yeah, Chop Shop, first job. But I didn't plan on working there. You know, I didn't know where the fuck I was gonna go.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I didn't know where I was gonna go. Like, but I had a call and like, hey, some people kind of want you to work over here at the shop. Come do like a little fucking breakdown. You know what I mean? So it's a bet. Went, started chopping it up. Personally, I was kind of like nervous because I'm like, fuck, like. These people are barbers already, you know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck.
I'm fresh out of school. Shit.
Yeah. But I couldn't get the scissor cuts down, bro. Like, still thinking about whenever I fucked up my brother's hair. You know what I mean? So I wasn't. But then after a while, I started getting it down and shit like that. But yeah, man, that was the first spot that I started working at. Shit, it was a good spot, dog. And hustling, man. I made a lot of money. In the lifetime I had, I made a good amount from barbering. You said, not thinking I was gonna make money off it. Nah, I made some good money, bro. Like, and still making good money, you know?
So you say you got your license in like late 2010, early 2011 at the latest. Whenever I met you, me and B, we had the store inside the trade center, the plug mixtapes and shit. And you would come over there and visit us. Sometimes we'll go over there to your shop and shit. I remember you had the shop right there on Weber and Holly. Let's talk about that.
It was the most recognized salon at the time.
Okay.
You know, me and Lil Shorty, we had our own little shit going on. You know, shit didn't work out. Fucking life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But we ain't gotta talk about that part. Let's just talk about how did you even like about? Yeah, how did that even come to like? How did you just figure like? I'm not just gonna be cutting in somebody else's shop my whole life.
Yeah. So like, I didn't want it. You know what I mean? I was cool at Chop Shop. Well, we need some more money. I want to open up my own shit. Made it fucking happen.
So she was doing hair?
Oh, yeah, she was doing it.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, we went to barber school together, you know.
Already.
So she was doing her shit, you know what I mean? It's cool. Like, we had our good time, you know what I mean?
Already.
So respect to that. And shit happened. And she started doing her own shit, working somewhere else. But I was like, I'm not
why you had the most wreck?
Yeah, she was
That's crazy.
She did hair and she did nails. Try to make it short and sweet. She did hair, she did nails, but she wanted to work. She was a good salesperson.
Already.
So she was selling cell phones.
Already.
So she was making money over there. But I was like, yo, I need to get back over here. Like, she want to do that. Cool. Like, that's what you want to do. Like, what else am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? I said, that's your choice.
And this was after everything was already up and running and everything?
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, dog. Hey, I can't lie.
She the one wanted the shit in the first place.
I got stuck. But, I mean, I didn't get stuck. But, like, crazy. You know what I mean? But, the first year,
not stuck, but put in a position for
sure. Hell yeah.
So the first year the AC breaks, and this is in the summertime. The summertime, dog. And the landlord's still fucking charging us up.
When did y'all open that spot? Like, what? Because like I said, I met y'all in 2015. What year did that spot open?
Man, shit. Honestly, I came
2014, 13.
I think probably like 13, maybe.
Already.
And you had to come out your own pocket for the AC?
No.
So I was like,
no,
man,
but hold on. No. So the owner of the shopping center was living in Vietnam.
The hell,
bro. So she would come by every 6 months. So she didn't come by until a few months later, and I still had to pay rent to this spot while still working at another shop, paying them rent. So I was hustling, you know what I mean? Finally got the AC fixed.
So you're paying your rent at your own shop while you're working at another shop paying them booth rent.
Yes, bro. And she wasn't even cool. Like, so it got to a point where I was like, man, like this some fucked up shit. So I finally got on her ass, you know, like, hey, you at least got to give me like a month, like to fucking work this shop. I've been paying you, like, but it was one of those things though too. We kind of bought the shop out from some people. They were moving to Dallas, so it was like, hey, girl's working here. She wants to buy the shop. Y'all could have it this much. So we kind of bought their contract out. Well, the landlord didn't know about that. You know what I mean? Right. So whenever she came back, because they were like some like Asians or some shit. So whenever she came back, she was like, who the fuck are these Mexicans? You know what I mean? Like, so we're owning this bitch now. So like, it was like one of those things that we kind of like, hey, now we paid our way, and I took over. But after that, like, we separated, you know, and I still stayed there at the shop. I mean, she was doing her thing. Like, she's smart. She was a good salesperson, shit like that. So I couldn't take nothing from her. You know
she back to trapping. She trapping cell phones, but you over there at the shop, basically by yourself now already.
Yeah. So I'm over here fucking. It got to points where I worked.
Did you hire other barb?
No. So the shop was still fucking up. So the roof was fucked up. So it would kind of leak whenever it would.
So rain. You couldn't even charge nobody booth rent.
No, so I had to fucking hustle. So I'm hustling for this fucking barbershop by myself. You know what I mean? And paying electricity, all that shit. You know. So like, it really fucking like straight up. Fucking in a position like I already have people that fucking they're coming consistently.
Loyal clientele.
Yeah. So I'll stay open until fucking like 12, fucking 1 in the morning time. And they're there. We're just chilling. I'm over here just chopping away, like music blasting and shit like that. Now we're having a good ass time. It was a getaway spot. Yeah. It was my second home. So instead of having people at my house, hey, y'all come kick with me at the shop. We'll have the music, PlayStation, all that shit.
Right here on Weber and Holly. You ain't got to drive into the deep hood or nothing. Shit. That's prime location shit.
Right next to Rock's Vitamins and More. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Rock's.
Stove, a street over. Not even a street over.
Yeah, right next door.
Yeah, right next door.
Rocks was a big supporter back then too.
Already.
I mean? So being next door to them, I see how they did shit. Hey, they were some tough people. They from having that one shop next door to me, now they're fucking everywhere.
San Antonio and shit like that.
I mean? I think like Austin, McAllen or some shit. Like they're everywhere. You know, but it was just they had the money to kind of front for everything. Meanwhile, I'm just a solo fucking one deep barber again, bro. Yeah, there's one deep out here. But I wanted to bring people in, but I couldn't bring people in because the shopping center was fucked up. So my thing was like, how am I gonna tell these people they can't work for the day because I got to keep mopping because of. You know what I mean? The roof's leaking.
Yeah.
So I would tell the landlord, hey, yo, you got to fix this fucking roof, man. Like, this shit's all fucked up over here. Like, how do you expect me to pay you?
Like, I wouldn't pay booth rent for this shit, so how can I expect somebody else to pay booth rent for this shit?
She saw how much I was hustling. She's like, oh, well, rent's going up. What? So rent went from like $875. I think by the time I left, I was paying like $1,200. You know what I mean? But she knew she had me. I had got into a contract without really being the contract owner. You
know what I mean? Hell yeah.
So she knew, like, nah, I got you. So I'm like, all right, you know. So did whatever I had to do, and it finally got to
whoopsie doodled you, nigga.
Yeah, bro. And it got to a point to where the roof was so bad they had to tear down all the walls in my shop and next door to with rocks. But she was like, "You're gonna have to redo all this." I was like, "Fuck no, I ain't redoing all this." Like, you want me to pay the? I mean, I already put money into this bitch. I was like, "But you want me to put more money into this shit?" I was like, "This ain't even." And I'm just
leasing. Hell yeah, I'm just on a lease.
This ain't my shopping center to fix this bitch up. You know what I mean?
Want me to lay some tile down for the next fucking tenant?
Exactly. Shit. So I took my L. I fucking lost everything, dog. From that, I mean, old girl had already dipped.
And this is 2015.
Like about 14 maybe. But yeah, old girl already did.
No, this had to be 15 and 16 because like I said, whenever we met you, I remember summer 2015 going to the shop.
It was about 15. Yeah, 15 at this time. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because we had already been set, and I probably had the shop maybe 1 or 2 years after we separated. So like I said, I hustled for a year and a half straight, no days off type of shit. You know what I mean? People don't know that,
I was seeing your fucking car. That was when you had that little Cadillac, right? Was it
the 300?
Yeah, it would be parked over there every fucking day. It would be parked in front of the shop. Shit.
I'm talking about hustling, bro. Just straight up, But if I wasn't gonna do it, shit,
man, shit.
I remember my mom would be like, "You okay, son?" I was like, "Fuck no, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna come up with this rent." This lady's on my ass, and she was like, "You'll be all right. You got it." That's not what the fuck I want to hear. You know what I mean? Fuck no, shit. I want to hear hey yo, I got probably a 200-300 I give you.
That's
you know what I mean? But that's not what it was. And she's like, "Don't worry about it, son. Have faith. You got it." I'm like, "All right,
it's true.
Bye, mom. I'll talk to you later." You know what I mean? But
thanks.
Yeah. Hey, still stay there at the shop. But you know what? I fucking ended up getting it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Making it happen.
Hey, people walking in, fucking hustling, dog. Fucking chopping away every fucking day, dog. I didn't get to go out of town. That's what I was talking about. You know what I mean? Stuck in Corpus.
Right.
I had to stay here.
When you lost, so did you wind up losing the shop or just being
end up giving it whenever they tore down all that shit, I was like, nah, I ain't doing this shit.
I'm not investing into what they should be investing into.
Exactly. So I took my L, but
and then where'd you go next?
I was working at a little salon. It was like a family salon.
That's fire.
It was a cool little day. Hey.
They
just opened so that we need somebody to come help over here. I was a bet. You're saying there's a chair? I was like, I'll bring a chair. I got a chair here at this shop. I'm gonna take it to that shop. You know what I mean? So I took my chair over there and shit. I started chopping away over there, dog.
Yeah.
And from that, I stayed there for a little bit, made some money, and then I went to Chop Shop too. Stayed over there for a while. And then after that, we ended up dipping. I went to PhD for a little bit. And now I'm over here at Exclusive Barbershop.
No, really.
Real nice shop.
Tell them one more time, man.
Yeah, we over here at Exclusive, big exclusive. You know what I mean? Doing big things. Hey, if you need some shoes, we got them. If you need some Most Rec merch, we got it there. Hey, if you want to come drink a beer, we got them. Complimentary. You know what I mean? Come sip a little bit, chop it up.
And if you want to get faded,
come get faded.
You dig? Nah, that's fire, bro. That's fire. Okay, now let the people know where they can get in touch with you and where they can get the merch, man.
So the merch on Most Rec at Facebook and on Instagram, it's gonna be Most Rec Apparel. I'm still trapping out the trunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Me and you both, fam.
We still ain't hit. I'm working on doing the network here pretty soon, so I'm trying to get the network going and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But right now, like I said, still out the trunk. Hit me up on those two right there. But shit. Everything else, I mean, I got to give my shout outs to my son. He's a good artist right now. So.
Yeah, talk about your son. Yeah, talk about it. My son, he can't perform at one of the smoke walks. Shit.
Yeah.
He was with the little homie. They were one of the first ones. They were real hype.
The last one?
Two or three smoke walks. Yeah.
No shit.
Young Drew and what was his homie's name?
17.
Yeah, 17.
And he's like, there's another 17.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's what I was like. There's another 17.
Not to be like that, dog, but I'm real fucking on some shit with my son.
That's fire.
I'm gonna let him know whenever some shit don't sound right. You know what I mean? I let him know. I'm straight out with it. Hey, he has some fucking talent. I found my art form. He found his art form.
Come on.
So a big shout out to Young Drew. If you want to look him up on SoundCloud, it's Young X Drew, and then his Instagram is X Young _Drew X. But Yeah, man. So not only does he do music, he makes beats. He does like the whole fucking like.
Kids is different, man.
Bro, I think he started at 14. I mean,
kids is different.
Yeah, like he was like 8th grade. Yeah. So he's a junior now. So he's been doing it like 3 years or some shit.
My kids.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But my thing is though, it took me a while to understand that I had my talent. Yeah. I didn't get it. We didn't have the resources we have now. You know what I mean? So I had a fucking. I see what he's capable of doing. Hey, let me go get you that mic. Let me go get you that beat pad. I just bought him a badass computer. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make him a little studio. You know what I mean? So, but nah, man, I'm pushing him to become like one of the top artists. You know, type of shit. But his music, it ain't trying to be like, hey, oh, nah, my son's better. Nah, like. My son has a talent and shit.
And we gonna fucking exploit it.
And like, I know a few artists here in town, you know what I mean? So like,
I don't mean exploit in a negative way. I mean exploit fucking bring that shit out. Like by any means necessary.
Hopefully he come out here do his shit on the show one time, you know what I mean? But
damn right.
Yeah, man, like I said, he has a real good talent. So big shout out to him, you know what I mean? We got some other artists out there that don't have no sight right now. Like my homie, he goes by Aunt Illa.
Already, I know already.
Zilla man, you know what I mean? But hey, cold as fuck. This dude, he don't push himself as much as I try to. Like, hey, he has a whole fucking group behind him too. You know what I mean? So and it's like, hey, dog, like you need to get out there and do it. Yeah. You know, but that's who I am. I'm the type of dude to be like, hey, you're doing this shit. Shout out to the fucking Rugsy Siegel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to Rugsy Siegel. He made.
I remember this dude. He was like, I'm still pushing this dude to get out there and do his shit. You know, like.
That's what I was trying to do when I was saying when he was on the podcast. I was trying to tell him, hell yeah.
It kind of went over his head a little bit, but I was like, nah, you know what I mean. But so big shout out to Rugsy. You know what I mean? He made some carpets for me, so I've gotten a good amount of shit from. But my thing is like, hey, dog, you got a talent, I'm gonna fucking invest into you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Give me a price. Yeah, no shit. I'm gonna buy it. So another big shout out to my people over there at the Nest. Neil and Madi. They're a lovely couple. I'm happy for them. They have a big family, and they accept everybody as family. You know what I mean? So them right there.
Dwan Gotti, man.
Dwan Gotti, fucking DJ Rave, Stretch. You know what I mean? But the Nest family is a whole fucking big family. Yeah. Gotti, homie right there, dog. Yeah, good people, he heard my son come out and he gave him his flowers. You know what I mean? I said I'm not the type of person like I'm trying to let my son know, but like. He's a dog.
The one got that nigga's solid dude. Man.
Yeah, so he heard my son perform, like they did a show, whatever, and he was like, dog, like they fucking did a whole ass show right now.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like, they're fucking for how old are they again? Yeah. And I was like, at that time, I think they were 15.
That's fire.
So he's like, they're only fucking 15. They did like a fucking 30-minute show right now. Yeah. He's like, they did a whole set. You know, so big shout out to Dwan. You know what I mean? He's giving some pointers and shit like that.
That's dope.
So got to give him his flowers and shit like that, you know. But the Ness family, shit. Without Neil, personally,
talk about some of the things that y'all been doing because y'all been collabing on a bunch of stuff. I see y'all were doing like the Sunday events and talk about some of the different events that y'all were doing.
We do Pulga Sundays. They let me open up and kind of do that there, you know. Right, we got the Pulga Sundays going on.
I don't like. For those that don't know, because I don't know, I think I know what a pulga is, but what does pulga mean?
A pulga is
like a trade center?
Yeah, like a trade center.
Bet.
So of course you go to the trade center. Yeah, you go to the trade center over here, right? Bet. You go to the trade center over here, you know. So
see a bunch of different vendors.
Yeah, vendors like the way you're posted up and shit like that.
Yeah,
you go drink a beer, fucking get some food, shit like that. So I hit them up. I was like, hey yo, like, is it cool if we kind of do like a little pulga Sunday over here? Start getting vendors, you know. So I got a good amount of vendors out there right now. The Money Honey Customs, she does a custom rolling trays and shit like that. You know, big shout out to her. She's been to many events and shit like that. Desire Arts, he runs his own little thing over there with the art walk and shit like that. Yeah. So he has his own like street that he's hustling. That's my little cousin right there, but he's a graffiti artist coming from back then to he does mechanic work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's a hustler right there. Shit. What other vendors are out there? Man, I've been having so many fucking like vendors kind of roll through, you know, but it's just cool to have that platform.
And you said it was called what Sundays?
Pulga Sundays.
Pulga Sundays.
Yes, sir. So you come sip, you come shop, you come eat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got the drinks there. It's a bar. But
they got They got like the food trucks or
no.
They got food.
Neil's
So
Neil's Oven. What it's called?
So it's the Nest, and then they have Neil's Urban Oven.
Yeah.
Shit. Neil
got some of the best wings in town.
Yeah. Some of the best wings, some of the best pizza you could get in town. Like, it's like, hey, Taco Tuesday, you know what I mean?
I don't eat
Sunday,
pizza, but I know the wings is fire.
The wings. Yeah, the wings
you
are
don't
fucking
eat pizza?
fire.
Nah, I'll eat it, but it ain't nothing I won't buy. I won't spend no money on
it. The pizza's fire. Pizza rolls, you know? Yeah, he's like, we ain't going back and forth on this shit. I'm not doing this. Yeah. He's like, you want to have a pizza debate?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'll eat it, but I won't spend money on it.
Yeah, nah. But hey, I'll buy you a pizza one day. You get a slice off of my plate. You know what I mean? But nah, the Pulga Sundays, dog, like I said, it's vendors in there. We're inside. We're in the AC. You know what I mean? We got the DJ. But right now, football season starting up. So the football, if you have your teams, whatever team you like, they show the fucking football games there. Y'all come pull up. So whenever we have a Pulga, you pull up, you sip, you shop. Vendors are throughout the whole bar, inside the bar. Yeah. So vendors, if you need to tap in, y'all go ahead and get at me. Anybody local, I mean, even out of town, whenever you see
what do y'all charge for like vendor slots and stuff like that?
So I charge $25 for vendor fee.
Oh, really?
That ain't
that ain't bad at all. Hell yeah.
And it ain't nothing
you
like
can make that back.
Exactly.
One shirt.
I mean, we're fucking one trade, one fucking some little things, you know what I mean? But the main thing is like trying to give people a little platform to go out there and do some shit. But I mean, it's a little $25 just to lock in the fee. Yeah. Like, hey, this is your spot. Nobody's gonna be able to take that because you already locked it in. Yeah, there's only so many vendors we could have. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, do y'all have like a like? I know y'all can only have so many. So is there like a time frame that I gotta get in touch with you or? Yeah,
so I usually try to post it like 2 weeks before. It's just kind of like seeing what other things are going on Sundays because sometimes they had like the drag brunches, they have R&B. So there's different events. The Nest hosts a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Right. So I said it's a big shout out to the Nest family. They're always putting people on, dog. Like, so for them to open up their doors for me to do this, it's helping me, not only me, but like helping others build up their platform. Because like I said, I've been trapping out the trunk. But the main thing about Pulga Sundays that I was trying to do was giving us a platform to one day, like we could all have our own store. That's the main goal. We all become some.
Does one need a tax ID and all that to be a vendor or okay?
I mean, hey, you selling merch? Come pull up. Just hit me up. You know what I mean? The main thing, you know. So like we have try to have a little bit of everybody. You know what I mean? I try not to have too much of the same stuff. I had people selling salsa, fucking people selling air fresheners, candles. You know, so. A little bit of everything, you know. So
I'll pull up to the Pulga Sundays.
I think I need to pull up with some of my classic vintage CD collection.
You know what I mean? Hey, that would be tough, though. You know? Shit. Yeah. So fucking come out with that, and I mean that's the main thing is giving us a platform to kind of be inside instead of like being outside because shit, it's hot outside. But the main thing is we're indoors all day Sunday type of shit. At least once a month, if not, we could try to do like twice a month, but that's kind of like. Pushing it to where like
let me know when the next one is. I think I want in on that one.
You know, big like I said, big shout out to the Nest family for helping us do that.
Hell yeah.
Make sure y'all check out Neil's Urban Oven, and then they have Neil's Mi Amor, which is like a Mexican Italian restaurant over there off of Castores, and then they have another Neil's Urban Oven to go out there in Annaville.
Oh, really?
But yeah, man. So like I said, they've been doing big things for us out here. Personally, Neil, they got me with the T-shirts over there at To The T Graphics. So if y'all need some prints or anything like that, make sure y'all hit them up. I mean, quality's there. They get you whatever you need. You know, if you want certain shirts, hoodies, tank tops, all that shit. They're able to do it. You know what I mean? The color prints, they're fucking do color print processes, all that. It's all screen print, but hey, whatever you need done, they're gonna get it done. Just give them the idea. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's the main thing is just clicking in, trying to fucking mingle a little bit, chop it up with people. You know, like I said, I've always been the background dude, but now.
Trying to get to know a couple people.
Yeah.
I feel like it's 2024. Like, man, you can't really just be that. If you want to be successful, I'm not just speaking on you in general. Like, in general, like if you want to be out there with anything,
you got to be out there.
You got to be out there because people in this day and age, people want to see the front man. Yeah. People want to see the owner because people want to be inspired to see. Damn, this dude wears the same. Type of clothes that I wear. He's like normal. He's normal. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough in corporates, dog. Like it's tough because like whenever people start seeing that little come up, sometimes they want to bring you back down type of shit.
Facts.
That's you know what I mean? So like it's like they say like crabs in the bucket type of shit. Yeah. Once you start making your way out, they're trying to pull you back. But the main thing though is like you can't fucking let nobody stop you. You got to continue to hustle. You know what I mean? So me, like I said, I didn't want to be a front man because I really didn't want people to know who I was. But now like they know who's the man behind the mask. I guess you could say. You know what I mean? So, but it's one of those things, like, as a barber, I chop it over my people. So now I'm having to chop it up outside of the barbering. You know what I mean? So I always try to be a person of inspiration. Shit, if anybody needs any kind of help, like any type of platform, like shit, reach out. I could try to support any type of way.
Thanks.
Shit, like I got a homie. He does yards. He didn't want to do yards, but he works for the like refineries type of shit.
Yeah.
But this dude, like, I made him a logo. Big shout out to Rob Jobs, lawn service. You know what I mean? So hey, he fucking loves doing yards now. Yeah. He wants to quit his job
and do yards.
Rob Job. You know what I mean? Yeah. There ain't no lawn that he can't do type of shit. You know what I mean? And then big shout out to my homie Mark, Mark Moe. He's doing towing. You know what I mean? So my main thing is like reaching out to my people. Hey, you need support? Like I said, I got you, dog. Like,
that's dope.
Create what you want, and that's a passion that you love, and let's run it. If I can help you get there, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna use my shit as a platform for you. So with my son, I'm using me, my fucking most rec shit, whatever, to help his platform build. You know what I mean? But the main thing is like creating. I've created a foundation. Most rec, bottom shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna build a little fucking pyramid scheme. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm on the same shit, man.
We all gonna eat type of shit. You know what I mean? But the main thing though is like, we all gotta link up. We all gotta chop it up a little bit more. You know what I mean? It ain't nobody. So like the way I try to put most rec is abbreviation for most recognized.
Yeah.
It ain't no competition with the next man. Yeah. It's a competition within yourself. You're trying to outdo what you did yesterday so you can have a better tomorrow. So whenever you put somebody else in your lane, you're already losing because you're worried about somebody else.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So that's my motivation right there, to keep pushing, doing something a little different. I said keep knowledge growing, because whenever you cut yourself short, that's it. You know what I mean? But the main thing is like continue to hustle. Like you got to fucking have that determination, staying wise, keep an open mind and shit. I said we all got to feed each other, you know. But once you start shutting everybody else out, it's just kind of one of those things, dog. It's like, oh, well, I ain't trying to eat.
It's downhill.
Yeah, you know.
It's just going to be a downhill and snowball effect, man.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. I just want to speak on something real quick. It made me laugh earlier today. I mean, earlier, whenever y'all just speaking. You saying you bought your son a whole studio, right?
Yeah.
Boy, back in our day, you better not even ask for a piece of goddamn studio equipment. You better not ask for a keyboard, boy.
Yeah.
Bro, you won a lottery or some shit?
Hey, no,
boy, you better not ask for a Radio Shack microphone back in.
Hey, we pieced it together over time. It was over time. So like,
you don't get no motherfucking karaoke machine.
We wasn't even finna piece it together. Boy, we ain't even starting that shit.
No. Like, he had his laptop for a little bit, dog, and hey, I started seeing he was getting into the music shit.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, if I'm investing into myself, why am I not gonna invest into my son?
If he wants to do it.
Yeah, he's the next generation, dog.
If you really want to be technical, investing in your son is investing in yourself. Mm-hmm. That's investing in your legacy.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's the toughest part right there. Is like he has a determination to do that shit. So
right.
I'm like, bet, you know, like I'm gonna make sure you fucking get up there, son. Like you're doing this shit. I'm proud of you. And like we bump heads, of course. You know, we're young, right? So I'm kind of like an older brother in a way, but no matter, I'm dad, you know. Right. So we're gonna bump our heads. But now I seen what he was doing. I heard his voice. I was like, nah, shit. Why would I not invest into him, man? Because I said the shit that he's doing. I say if y'all, I'll send y'all a few tracks so y'all can jam them out a little bit. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But hey, I'm over here tripping out like, damn, this kid's fucking cold, bro.
Hell
like,
yeah, and they could be out there doing some totally different shit.
Yeah, some dumb shit.
Yeah, hell
hey, he's in the garage, like he'll be on the game sometimes. But I'm over here. He's like, hey, Dad, I made this beat. I remember the first time he showed me a beat, because I had, like I said, I bought him a little bit of bullshit, whatever. He's like, hey, Dad, I made this beat, and I'm like, nah, like,
with that shit up.
Honestly, I think it was before the first beat he showed me. I think it was like he was fucking using kind of like the laptop.
Yeah, so GarageBand or some shit like that.
I don't know what he was on, like what website or like, you know, I don't know none of this shit.
Oh, yeah.
So like, he fucking hits a button, pushes play, and like the thing starts moving and shit, and then it fucking starts breaking it down, and I'm like, damn, that shit's tough. Yeah. And he starts really breaking it down, and I was like, damn, this shit is fucking really. I was like, you didn't fucking do that, dog. Yeah, I did that. You don't believe it? I was like, nah, fuck no, I don't believe it. And then like he's showing me the breakdown. I was like, oh shit, like damn, son.
Yeah, like nigga, I'm doing this.
Yeah, so he started like
watch me switch it up on your motherfucking ass. You know what I mean?
He started sending me some songs. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, damn, this kid's fucking cold with it, bro.
That's lies.
So I was like, man, nah, bet. Like, I'm gonna make sure you're right. Because back then, like growing up, we had to fucking draw our designs out. Now I got an iPad.
Boy, you could be the most talented motherfucker in the world, and your peoples wasn't gonna buy you a motherfucking sketch pad. No. Better draw on that.
You gonna get color you gonna get color pencils on Christmas, nigga. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, whole Christmas.
We was boosting our stuff for this shit.
God, man.
Nah, that was tough growing up back then and shit. But now the way technology is, shit, I got the iPad, like that shit is fucking tough. Yeah. I ain't gotta buy no colors, I ain't gotta buy no pencil. Like I just invest a little bit.
Create a color, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Create blends. Like, you know what I mean? So it's tough right now. Like that shit's cold. Like I'm fucking loving it. Yeah, so I ain't gotta spend. I spent my little bit of money on that shit. Now it's just running.
Yeah.
But nah, for the people that are coming out right now, like, hey, even at that, if you haven't even started yet, y'all fucking invest y'all's time into yourself. Just do a little jump. Like you will never know. You will never know. You would always question yourself. Like, what if?
Have to.
What if? What it could have? Like, what should have? And
woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, and I didn't. You know what I mean? Nah, and that was one thing that I always told my I'm gonna fucking take this jump. I'm gonna invest into myself. I'm gonna take these losses.
That leap of faith in yourself.
And shit, I finally found, like I said, a good crew. Nailed fucking to the T graphic. Fucking shout out to Rob over there. He does a lot. I mean, they print my stuff. Like, I come out with my design, I ain't got to print it, but I got to fucking trap it. You know what I mean? So I'm doing my shit. Like I said, I'm still selling out the trunk, fucking hustling, dog. So I've been doing that for a while now. But next goal is fucking open up the shop, have another barbershop. You know what I mean? So that's coming soon. Like, y'all, guarantee you that barbershop's coming soon.
Yeah, facts.
With the fucking clothing in there. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, well, why you want to open up a barbershop? There's so many barbershops. You think I'm worried about all that shit? I get that, but like I got a following. You know what I mean?
I chalk it up to let me live my dream. Let me catch my dream.
Yeah, hell yeah.
While you chase your dream, let me catch mine.
Yep. You know, so that's my thing is like, and I get it. There's a lot of barbershops here in town. Cool. Right. But I'm not in competition with them. Right. It ain't no competition with nobody. Like with me, I'm in my own lane. I get it. Yeah, we're all barbers. But like, hey, I'm not better than nobody. I'm not putting it like that. Nah, shit. I got my following. I built up my clientele, you know. So there ain't no reason why I shouldn't be able to eat and be able to feed some people at the same time too. You know what I mean? So this life I'm living, it ain't for me. I mean, it is, but it's for my family. Like I'm gonna leave a legacy behind, something for my son, and then he's gonna be able to feed his kids. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Like, so with me, I'm trying to make that foundation. So I had people like, would you ever sell Most Rec? Nope.
Yeah, already.
Because if it's worth 1 million, 2 million, what is it really worth? Yeah. If they coming at me like with that,
I could push it to 10.
Yeah, you know, and that's the way I look at it. Oh, why won't you take the quick 2? Because now I got to restart everything. Yeah. Whenever it took me this long to build this shit up, but it ain't worth just 2 million. They know that it's going up.
Scale that bitch to
exactly. So what happened with what happened with Echo? They ended up selling, like, he sold it out. You know, Echo was a big inspiration on my life, like from back then. Yeah, for sure. So Echo, it started off with the graffiti line. Yeah. So from the graffiti line, it went to Echo Red, the female line. And after Echo Red, it went to Echo Cut and Sew, the button ups, the nice line, you know. But that's my goal. So I created my line already. Yeah. I've done female clothing now. Yeah. I'm trying to hit the fucking the nice polos and all that shit. Yeah. I got some dry fit clothes if you know what I mean, go work out and some shit like that, hoodies all day. But that's the goal, is like creating that foundation. Hey, now I got my son coming up. Shit, if he wants to bring his friend with him, cool. I'll make sure that they're both taken care of in a way, you know. But like, I ain't trying to take nothing from them. I'm gonna just use my platform to help them build up. You know what I mean? So that's the goal.
Some real dad shit, like
you know.
And that's what I call it, bro. RDS.
17
RDS, man. Real dad shit, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna give my flowers to 17. You know, he's a young kid. He's going through life. He lost his mom. And, it's tough on him, dog.
I'm sorry.
I hope you know he
lessons to the youngster, man.
Yeah, you know. So I hope he gets his, you know, and he put my son on to the music. So I gotta give him his, you know. Yeah, already. I know he's going through his life shit type shit, but no matter what, hey, if I could help out in any way with not just him, but like anybody, shit, I'm gonna do my part. And I think that's why I was put here. You know what I mean? Like, I have a gift, and I'm gonna use it in any way. Like shit, being a barber, I talk it up with people. I'm kind of like a therapist. I
feel that.
You know, like on some real shit. I have people come tell me some real shit.
No, I feel it.
So,
their most personal shit.
Yeah,
yeah. Hey, there's some crazy shit. Yeah. There's some crazy shit. But like, nah, man, I chop it up. Hey, man, if I could try to reach out a little bit, I'm gonna do it. But also too, I use that as my fucking therapy. I love cutting hair, dog, like on some real shit. But not only that, I love drawing. Like, so that's where the whole Most Rec came in. Shit. So,
I'm loving it, bro.
Yeah.
All right, one more time, let the people know where they can get in touch with you at, man.
So on Facebook, Most Rec, period, at the end of that shit. So hit me up on there. If y'all want to be a vendor, get at me for Pulga Sundays. We're always posted up at the Nest.
Sundays,
you know what I mean?
Baby.
So y'all come sip, come shop to all the vendors out there, you know. But we're doing big things, you know what I mean? Instagram, most_rec_apparel. I'm trying to work on a TikTok, but that shit is kind of confusing, dog. So. But yeah, and then like I said, if you want to go ahead and follow my son, his SoundCloud is Young YVNG. It's YVNG X Drew, DREW. And then if you want to follow him on Instagram, it's XYVNG_Drew X. So definitely give us a follow. Nest family, love y'all. You know what I mean? Riding High Podcast out here having me. I appreciate y'all.
Hey man, I appreciate
big things, you know what I mean? Hey, maybe in another like 2 years I'll come back out and I'll let y'all know how the barbershop's going and shit like that.
Man,
you know what I mean?
Gonna be sooner
so the
than
main
2
thing
years,
is, like
bro.
I said, hey, y'all set some goals out there. Y'all take care of yourself, you know what I mean? I want to make sure that we all put we need to shine some light on men's mental health. You
Super
know,
facts.
That's a thing that I had to deal with my brother. He passed away last year. So long live 7, Jay forever, you know what I mean? Johnny Rodella the 4th, fucking Hall of Fame guy at Ray for the Texans, you know what I mean? He held it down. Like I said, man, we need to reach out to our people, show some love. If you see somebody kind of down and out, hey, make sure you check out to your people, you know what I mean?
Reach out.
Hey,
man.
a simple talk, a simple hug, it could do a lot of things, you know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all keep in touch with the ones you love. Hey, let them know you love them. It ain't no fucking like weird shit just to let your brother know, hey, dog, I love you. I hope you're doing good. You know what I mean? Hey, I got some homies, they reach out, and it's kind of like...
had that talk last night.
Yeah.
We just talked about that on the news last night.
Some shit. It's tough out here, dog. Like, and as men, like, I was telling my son, man, because he was breaking down, because I said my brother's birthday just passed. But it was like one of those things, hey, son, you need to cry, let it out, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Because as men, I get it. We're trying to hold a high image.
Yeah.
But, hey, man, like, there ain't no reason why we should have to carry ourselves a certain way to where we can't let loose a little bit.
Especially around the ones that love you the most, man.
Yep. So that's one big thing I want to put out there, you know, make sure you check out on your people. Show them the love that they need. Give them the flowers. Riding High Podcast, I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Big Most Rec. We're doing big things this year, so y'all stay on the lookout. Y'all finally see the guy behind the mask. You know what I mean? So if you didn't know me, now you know me. You know what I mean? But, yeah, y'all stay on the lookout for the takeover, man, because I said, trying to put on for the city, you know what I mean? Trapping out the trunk, trying to make something out of nothing, you know? So, shit. Big shout out to everybody doing their thing, their daily grind, you know. But let's go ahead and continue this takeover. You know, we got to put Corpus on the map. So it ain't no competition with the next man. I said it's a competition with ourselves.
We gonna do what we do, and we gonna definitely fucking keep this shit going, baby. Mm-hmm. We gonna end it like that.
Yes, sir.
Yo, bitch, you. Yeah.